What about now? Look, okay. Oh, guys, I'm back. I'm back. Ooh. Oh my goodness, you guys almost got a chance to see me so fucking mad there. Oh, I just threatened my laptop in so many fucking ways. I threatened... This laptop may not make it to the end of the year. Oh my goodness. Fucking Christ. I'm back. We're here. Second attempt. Let's see if we can get it all back up and running again. Already with the fucking sock check. I'm not prepared. I'm not prepared. Watch. This coming Friday, I'll be prepared. I'll have all my socks ready though. I'll be prepared this time. This coming Friday, I'll be prepared for sure. Goodness. There we go. Okay. God damn, I am fucking late now. Ooh, this fucking laptop. Okay. I owe you guys a ripper. I owe you guys a ripper for the fucking sock. We're not even 2 minutes into this, and you hit me with the fucking sock check. So let's get a ripper. Let's open the stream up right. I got this ripper that we're going to rip right now, and then we'll open up a brand new one like we do. Let's go, guys. Come on. Okay. All right. That is in. Now, let's go ahead. Ooh. Hatfield, man, welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. You guys just got here. Welcome to the show. Oh, wait. I didn't check something. Hang on. I'm sure I'm going to fix this. Yep. There, now I'm probably a little bit more audible there. Now I can probably be heard. Okay. God, this fucking laptop. Gonna piss me off today. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's open up our loot bar for the day. Today we have got liquid diamonds. We're gonna smoke some Obamacare. 79% THC, not bad, not bad. I heard about John's stream yesterday. I wasn't able to watch. I'm gonna check out his stream later. Ooh. Today's an episode of Christory. Today's an episode of Christory. We know that. That's what we do on Mondays. I've got episode 40 or part 40 and 41 lined up for us. They're ready. We're going to take over, or we're going to take down 2 episodes, just like we've been doing. But before we get to it, there's some new goblin shit that we're going to cover. It's just a few minutes. There's, what was that, 447? There's about 10-ish minutes of stuff that I want to go through, and I think it's going to be well worth our time. Thank you, Akuma. I appreciate it. Yeah, got it fixed. I don't know what the fuck happened, but I've got OBS straightened back out, got our stream back up. Everything's working. We're here. We're good now. We're good. All right. Now we've got, like I said, we got our Obamacare. Brand new. Let's take the titty out of it. Kicking off our stream at 3:56 today. Beautiful. Yeah, this is Obamacare. Yes, it is. 2 grams. 2 grams. Okay. All right, let's see here. We've got everything lined up. I got everything set. Oh, for anybody that doesn't know, let's go. We need to look at this. For anybody that doesn't know, Amber Reed, this big back 600-pound pedophile, look at this. Videos are gone. Her whole entire library. She had to delete it. Love it, love it, love it. And there's only one live. It's the end of an era live. I might actually watch that at some point. We might actually do that in a video form. You gotta love it, though. You gotta love when you see 600 pounds of just awfulness completely take down everything. All the videos are gone. Begging for money on cameos. My wife keeps up with it way more than I do. And there's shit's just falling apart for Amber. And love it. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. Puts a smile on my face, warms my heart. It's been a good weekend knowing all this. So, I don't know what the ankle's gonna do with his retro reactions. People are big fans of those. His big cherry retro reactions. He got pretty deep into them too before she wiped everything. I believe he got into like the first year or so where Amber was with Beck, maybe a little further than that. He got quite a ways into it. Anyways, you gotta love it. I'm just happy about that. I want to make sure that we all are aware that she no longer has a video library up. Fuck you, fatty. That's what you get. Okay, now with that being out of the way, let's go ahead, take another ripper. Let's try this bad boy out. I want to find out, and then we are going to fire up for our first bit of entertainment today from our friend Goblin Records. We are going to watch Cyrax. This is from November 30th, 2025. Deleting Everything. It's a short one, it's 3.5 minutes. Right behind that, we're going to hit Not Part of Your World, and then it's going to roll into Not Part of the Twole Life. We're going to tear down all three of those real quick and easy. No big deal. And then we'll jump on into our episodes of Christory. Everybody good with that? We are? Fantastic. David has been a member for 10 months of the Mustache Mafia. I appreciate you, David. It's a long time. A lot of you guys have been around for right at a year now. I love it. I appreciate it very, very much. Let's get a ripper. Let's get it in us and get this shit show underway. Here we go, guys. Come on. Let's get it. Oh, gotta turn it on. Okay, now it's on. Ooh. I say I'm prepared, but I'm not. I try to be, but I don't. Ooh. There we go. Man, it got warm in here. Ooh. Okay. All right, guys. Let's hit the ground running. We're barely 10 minutes into this live. That's okay. I don't need to sit here and yap for half an hour like I do on the weekend. So, let's kick it off. Here we go. No, 125, 125. Ooh, listen, he's crying. The fuck is that noise?
Alright, so I'm gonna say this right now. To all y'all little mother...
You guys heard that noise, listen. What is that noise? You guys know what it sounds like.
Alright, so I'm gonna say this right now. To all y'all little motherfuckers out there that keep on trying to come between me and Jackie, Leave us the fuck alone. I'm not part of your fucking world. Okay? I don't want anybody else. I don't want anybody else but Jackie. I don't want nobody else.
That Xbox
so all
won't
y'all
last
going
long.
in and breaking into my Google accounts, breaking into my text now and doing all this shit, y'all need to fucking stop. I am done with it. Move the fuck on with your fucking life, dude. I am not part of your fucking world. Get that through your fucking head. Leave me and Jackie the fuck alone.
No.
We want nothing to do with you guys.
Too bad.
Her especially. I don't want anything to do with y'all. I am living my life happily away from you motherfuckers. And I'm doing great for myself right now.
How so?
And I don't want that to be interrupted. So, John, leave me the fuck alone, dude. I want nothing to do with you. I want nothing to do with any of you. All y'all going around breaking into my shit, trying to fuck with me, screw you. Grow the fuck up and get a life. And that's why effective, immediately, I am deleting
Hey, Pioneer, good to see you, my friend. Anyone else that just rolled into, welcome to the show.
everything. You guys are not going to hear from me ever again on any platform whatsoever at all.
Do you promise? Do you promise? Don't say it if you can't hold yourself to it.
None of you are going to hear from me ever.
You said it. You said it. You said it.
Flat out. You're not going to ever hear from me.
Okay.
I'm deleting Facebook. I'm deleting everything. Why?
Okay.
Because I want a happy
We'll
life
see.
with my girl. I don't want nobody else but Jackie. And if you don't fucking like that, then fuck off. So I'm saying this right now. Leave me and my girlfriend Jackie the fuck alone.
No.
Period. Stop trying to come between us. Stop trying to fuck with us. I'm done. I want nothing to do with it. I want nothing to do with the troll community. I want to live my life in peace. And so does Jackie. We want to live our lives together in peace. And if you don't like that, that's too fucking bad. So effective immediately, I'm deleting all social media. Good luck finding me when I'm not on social media, motherfuckers. I'm done.
We'll see. We'll see. Rather than doing all this big pause, show and dance of the pausing, stopping the videos, whatnot, I'm going to just let it play, roll on to the next one, and we'll just
Peace out.
take our ripper. Here we go, guys. Come on.
So I'm going to say this right now. And every single person out there better be listening up. Okay? I'm not part of your world. I'm not part of the troll world. I am a regular human being living my normal fucking life.
No, you're not.
Okay? I am a normal person leading a normal life.
Excuse me. Whew. There we go. Poot, 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 poot. As soon as I looked at the screen, I saw poot, 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 poot. Ooh. And for anybody that wasn't here during the weekend, we got 2 rippers. Taking double rippers with both of these fuckers is really fucking hard. So memberships roll in or something like that. We're gonna celebrate that with we're gonna go hard in the paint and we'll do double rippers. Just because those are so fucking hard. I feel like they're an attempt on my life. Okay.
With my fucking girlfriend that I actually love.
That I actually love.
Like, I'm not out here in all this stupid fucking drama bullshit. I want nothing to do with the drama, dude. I don't want anything to do with it.
Too bad.
What I want is to be left the fuck alone.
No.
I don't care what you guys say about me. I'm done.
Ooh. Ooh, phone's ringing. Okay. One more quick one. Let it roll.
I'm just gonna flat out say it. I don't know what any of you want from me. I don't understand it.
We want you to go the fuck away. We want you to, just to not exist. Really, that's the simplest solution. Is if you just simply weren't walking planet Earth anymore. That's the solution. I figured it out. That's the answer. Woke up at 4 a.m., started feeling nauseous, took a Big Ripper. Weed can help with a lot of stuff. Yeah. Sometimes I wake up and I feel what you're talking about. I get that too every once in a while. Rippers help. I don't take super massive ones that make me cough my lungs up like we do here on stream, but sometimes little rippers help out with lots of things. If I can't sleep, that helps. If I'm just stuck, I just can't get comfortable, which is almost never the case. At my old age, once it starts getting just a little late, I fall asleep super easy. My wife can tell you tons of stories of me sitting there talking to her and just... she's seen me fall asleep in literally a matter of seconds. She said I said something to her one time, finished my sentence. She was waiting on me to say something, and she looked at me, and I fell asleep. Like, I don't know. I guess I don't really have trouble sleeping anymore now that I'm older. But anyways. Did we take a ripper for between the videos? Let's do it. Let's just get ourselves a ripper, our between video ripper, and continue on.
I'm not bothering anyone. I'm not harming anyone.
Dude, okay, I didn't mean to mess that ripper up. You bother us. You bother children. Your sexual predilections cause harm to children. So yeah, you are bothering people. You are hurting people. The things that bring you sexual gratification are damaging to children. So no, Chance. You do harm people. You do, yes. Okay, back to the ripper.
I'm not going after anyone. I am staying out of the way and minding my own business, leading a normal fucking life. So why you trolls can't leave me alone, I don't understand. I'm not bothering anyone. I just want to be left alone. Me and my girlfriend Jackie, we just want to be left alone. That's all we want. I don't care what lies you tell, what bullshit garbage you spew. But the fact that y'all keep on fucking breaking into my shit, typing back and forth to each other, and doing all this stupid shit, you need to fucking stop. It's stupid and it's childish. I want nothing to do with it. I want to live a normal life with my fucking girlfriend. I want nothing to do with the troll life. I am not in that life anymore. Get that through your heads. Your guys' world is not my world. That's your world, not mine. My world is the real world. Outside of social media. Outside of the garbage.
You are the garbage, Chance. Ooh. Goodness. Pioneer, we are puffing. This is 79% THC Obamacare liquid diamonds. And this is a 2-gram loot bar. If you guys have them available, check them out. 2 grams, it's awesome. And for members at the dispo, like $40. Not bad. Not bad.
I want absolutely nothing to do with the bullshit.
The bullshit.
And normally I wouldn't name drop, but I'm about to fucking name drop right the fuck now. John, I know you tried to take credit for our door window being smashed. That wasn't you. That was somebody else. And now you're trying to do this shit. Get a life, my guy. Like, actually get off the internet and go out and fucking do something with your life other than sit on the internet and harass. I'm not into it, and neither is my girlfriend, and neither are my friends.
Well, fuck them all then.
None of us want anything to do with you guys.
Oh, well.
Okay? I'm living a normal life happy with my girlfriend. Okay? Every day I get to spend with her is a fucking gift. And I love that gift. I cherish that gift. There isn't anything I wouldn't do for her. I would walk through hell for her. I would walk through fire and brimstone for my girlfriend Jackie. I would walk through fucking hell without failure. I want nothing to do with the troll community. That is not a part of my life or my world anymore. It used to be. It used to be a little over a month ago. It used to be a part of my life, but it's not anymore. That part of my life is dead. Give the fuck up. Move on and do something else. I am not part of that world. I am living my own life. I am happy with my life. I have an amazing girlfriend. I have great friends. I have an amazing family.
Dude.
I want nothing to do with that shit, dude. I'm over that. I am above that and better than that now.
You're such a little peckerhead.
I'm tired of all the drama. I'm tired of all the lies. I'm tired of all the deceit. I'm tired of people trying to make me rage out. I'm done with it. I want nothing to do with that life. I'm over it. I want absolutely nothing to do with the YouTube world. I am not on YouTube. I am glad I left that toxic world of YouTube behind. I'm glad I left because I want nothing to do with it. I'm over YouTube. I'm done. I am over this shit.
You're done. You being done, you have no say in that. You don't get to decide unless you just disappear and go away forever and ever and ever. Never ever come back. Never ever make yourself visible on the internet ever again. That's the only way this will ever die down, is if you make yourself hidden. You'll never do that. You can't help yourself. You can't. You won't. You never will. So this will never end. Ever. Ever, 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 ever. As long as you are visible on the internet, this never stops.
So to the trolls, get a life. Grow up and get a life, dude. I want nothing to do with your world. And I know it sounds like I'm raging out, but I'm not. I'm being calm,
kind of sounds like it,
and very firm.
You're being what? Concise?
And I'm making sure that everybody can hear me clearly. I want nothing to do with your world. The troll world is not my world. The lolcow world is not my world.
Oh, there goes phone calls. Okay, that was the end of that. We did that real quick. I just wanted to zip through that together. Now we can get to the brunt of what we're here for. Ooh. Okay. I got time today. Let's see here. Yeah, if you really listen, you can hear the right as he's talking, especially when he gets really fired up and it's it's fucking crazy. You can hear his little one lung working hard. That fucking thing is pumping. That's how he takes his little inhales. It makes him sound so frail and pathetic when he tries to talk and just giving an excited or giving us a speech to the internet in an excited manner gets him so worked up excuse me, that his lung it starts doing that. It's just fucking pathetic. Fuck him. That's what he gets. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got through our Cyrax portion of today's stream. Now we are here to the beef of it, to what we're all here for, what we all showed up for. Today, we are going to be going through Chris Chan, A Comprehensive History, Part 40 and 41. We're going to get both of them tore down today, and we are seriously laying down some miles in this series. We are so close to being right at the halfway point. 85 parts, and we're at part 40. Pretty soon, we're going to be at 50, 60, 70. Man. So, how long will that be at 2 episodes each Monday? Each Monday until we finish this series up, if there's 40, 41. So it'd be what? Episode 42, 43. 44, 45. Okay, I can't do that math. If somebody wants to figure it out, I would be very appreciative. But, okay, let's take another ripper, because that's what we do here. That's what we do in between every single video, and that's what we're going to continue to do in between every single video. Let's get our ripper, and then we're just going to jump right into today's episode. And also give a shout out to Gino Samuel 2.1. I know he changed the name of his channel to the name of the documentary, but still, he's always going to be Gino Samuel. We appreciate him. Appreciate all the time and everything that went into this documentary, to this series, to all 85 parts. Shouts out to Gino. Let's get this ripper and get started. Here we go. Boop. Oh, Chris is greasy as fuck. Okay. It's been a while since we've watched the body cam footage. I have done it, but it was a long time ago. So yeah, we can gladly go back over it again sometime. I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind that at all. We could gladly go back over his arrest footage. Maybe we'll do that on a stream. Do that on a stream, yeah. I think the first time I did it was in a video. I think. I'm not 100% sure. Regardless, yeah, we'll cover that arrest footage soon. There's some really good body cam shit out there lately. Maybe we'll do a stream where we just do a bunch of body cam stuff. That could be an interesting night. All right, I'm gonna just quit talking. Let's get into this. Here we go. Nope. Not gonna blast us with that music. No, sir. No, sir.
What is the attraction?
Boom.
What keeps us fascinated? This is the story of Chris Chan.
Looking at that image right there, Chris's jeans, the shirt, the belt buckle with the studs on it, he's like the embodiment of like 2005. Just awful. Part 40. Look at us.
On May 15th, 2014, Christian posted on Facebook requesting that if any generous donators happen to be interested in sending him gifts, they should send him cash or gift cards. His post was accompanied by 19 logos of companies for which he would like the gift cards to be applied.
God
He
damn.
soon after posted a wish list consisting of desired Lego building sets.
Are you fucking
This was soon
serious,
followed
Chris?
by an album of Lego minifigurines that he needed/wanted. Members of the Quickie forums researched the listed items and estimated that Chris's entire wish list would cost between $3,000 and $5,000.
Motherfucker. For toys, dude. We'll round it out. Call it four grand. $4,000 in toys is what you're is what you're asking fucking strangers to buy you. That's that's fucking, man. $4,000 on toys. You could buy a car. You could straight up buy a car for that. A decent car too. You could get a decent running automobile for $4 grand. Absolutely. And you're asking these people to, God damn, Chris. Sheesh.
Comments for his posts, his Facebook friends, Kim Wilson and William Elliott Waterman, questioned his reasoning for wanting and needing these expensive Lego sets. Christian stated that the gifts would be for future reference and events. Kim asked what these events were, since Christmas was not for another 8 months, and his birthday was even longer after that. After reading the lengthy comment thread, Chris clarified that he planned to refer to the wish list when special days like Christmas were coming up, and would choose an item to get as a present. He added that he still needed replacement sets to replace the ones that were damaged by his house fire. At around that time, Chris asked his online gal pal, played by Kim Wilson, to search for and message women on his behalf on the online dating website OkCupid. On May 24th, he complained to her messaging a woman whose profile was only a 71% match with his own. He also deemed her to be quite overweight and unappealing. The gal pal emailed him back, "Chris, you shouldn't turn people down because of appearance when you're not a skinny mini yourself. Keep your mind open and a lot more doors will open for you. Chris, you're afraid of people from the internet. It's only fair that a woman would be wary as well. It doesn't mean she's a troll or anything. A woman doesn't owe you anything, so don't expect that they have to meet you on your terms. Keep that in mind, and you'll be mute successful." Close parentheses. Chris wrote back, criticizing her for softly calling him fat, and recited a spontaneously envisaged story inspired.
Oh no, we're gonna read this. I want to see what he says. Firstly, minor detail, mute successful. Second, I took your first paragraph as an inclination towards the simplified, "you're fat." I am not fat, and I am not attracted to fat people. Chris, you are fat as fuck. Yes, you are. You wear a bra, you fat bitch. So please do not pair me up with the obese, and please do not inkling towards calling me fat or overweight. Chris, you are so fucking fat. You are so fucking fat, Chris. Bruh. Can you imagine if I didn't like women that if they had tattoos on their body? How fucking hypocritical that would make me. Fun fact, my wife only has like 4. I think she has 4 tattoos. Yeah. Not very many. But anyways. Just Chris's hypocrisy. Okay, I want to read this. I feel compelled to tell the short story Wait, what? I feel compelled to tell the short story I made up just now based on the Lego ice cream trucks. Never mind, I'm not going to read this shit. No. At the end of it, though, he says, point is, I'm still losing weight. I am less than 200 pounds now. Please do not associate me with being fat. Chris, you are fat.
Inspired by Lego set about a couple with weight problems.
And I don't believe you're
She
under
replied,
200.
pointing out that he was the one who was making fun of people wider than himself, and reconsidered her efforts in helping him on OkCupid, since she felt that he was better at getting women than she was. Christian disagreed, and asked for her continued help. Also on the 24th, Chris updated his Facebook profile cover photo. a picture of his Sonichu characters made out of a mix of Lego figurines and modeling clay. To many observers' surprise, the family included Simone LaRoche-Chu, the character that he was forced into killing off in his comics because it was largely lifted from Evan Christopher George's Simone-Chu. He followed up with an album of photos featuring Simone in a range of positions, including one in which she is copulating with her romantic partner, Wild Sonichu. Kim left a comment, accusing him of being dishonest because he had made a promise that Simone would remain dead. Chris wrote that he had revived her and that her death was troll-influenced, so he aimed to eventually redraw her death pages to show that she was not dead. Kim criticized him for breaking his promise, to which Chris replied, "Everyone, sing along. I don't care. I don't care. Oh look, a free hat. I don't care. You can put on clean bra and underwear, 'cause I don't care. I will do what I want, when I want, and no troll is going to rewrite my history." Simone LaRoche-Chu lives on as a model construction working mother of Sandy with her husband, Wild Sonichu. P.S. The Voltorb was properly diffused and released back into the wilds of Kanto's abandoned electric plant. The damn trolls were still put under arrest. No bloody punishment was ensued upon the guilty. I personally beat the living crap out of them and Daniel Mims, then let them live out their lifelong prison sentence in the offshore prison stronger than Alcatraz. So there. Chris deleted some of William's more critical comments, while Kim highlighted that if he wanted to remove troublesome influences from his story, then Sandy, Simone's offspring, could not exist either. During the second half of May, under the username Jesus Guides Me Too, Chris listed a handful of items originally belonging to his father on the online auction site eBay. These included several vintage model plane construction sets and a copy of a 1721 Antonio Stradivarius violin. The model planes were listed as new and in mint condition, even though the boxes showed visible water damage. A Quickie Forums member masquerading as a Sonichu fan queried Chris on eBay, stating that he would buy a model kit if he drew another comic issue of Sonichu. Chris left an angry response. "I gave up my PS3 to the damn trolls for $900 by destroying it, and nobody paid me ever. What the hell makes you believe I would volunteer any creation of mine for anyone online just so they could pervert it, and make more humiliation and incriminate upon myself and my family of characters, where I would obviously receive no financial funding whatsoever? Tell that to everyone in your circle." Regarding the violin, Chris received some questions on eBay, most likely from persons simply interested in buying the instrument. They stated that the violin looked a little beaten up and that the bow needed restringing. If a buyer chose the more expensive buy it now price of $300, Chris and his mother would get the bow restrung before shipping. On May 28th, Chris begged on Facebook for someone to buy the Stradivarius violin copy because he and his mother needed the money. Soon after, he posted 2 photos of 2 Lego sets that were sent to him as a present. He thanked the sender and then once again listed the Lego sets that he needed the most. William Waterman left a comment. "Chris, this is greedy. You're trying to sell your father's violin, which we don't know if you wanted the family to keep it, because you desperately need the money. And at the same time, you are begging for replacements of your Lego sets that melted on public posts. Do you not see what's wrong with this? People will think you're just selling one of your late father's possessions to buy Legos. If you delete my comment, I saved the backup." Chris did not address his comments. The following day, he posted a photo of a Lego Friends construction set and commented, "I really want this! Multiples of these!" At around the same time, a Quickie Forums member contacted him inquiring about one of the model airplanes.
How the fuck? How the fuck does a person have the audacity to ask for multiple big Lego sets? I guess it's not really surprising if they're asking for, thousands of dollars worth of these sets. Fucking greedy, Chris. Fucking greedy.
He was interested in buying. He managed to convince him to sell it for $17.99, as stated on the box, rather than for Chris's original asking price of $50. On June 1st.
Wait, how much was it?
Him to sell it for $17.99, as stated on the box, rather than for Chris's original asking price of $50.
Why the fuck would it be worth what? $17, $18, 18, 36. What's one more 18? 64. Why the fuck would it be? God, Chris. It's just pure greed. That's all this is. Just greed. I want more shit.
On June 1st, Christian listed a new drawing of Sonichu and Rosechu up for sale on eBay. Starting bid was set at $20, and there was an option to buy it now for $100. He offered a grayscale copy of the picture as an anti-forgery measure. He also notified his Facebook friends about it and clarified Rosechu's gender. In case you were paying attention, the Raichu tail is female, just as the Rosechu that transformed from the original female Raichu has always been and will always be. Vaginia, ovaries, C-cup milking breasts with tits and all. Trolls and onlookers soon focused in on this auction, which was shared in a thread on the website 4chan. During the first day, many bid on the item, continuously increasing the latest price of the drawing for which they had no means nor intention of paying. Chris then added an extended disclaimer to the description, stating that no alterations could be made to the drawing, and that it would be mailed to the highest valid bidder in a photo frame. At around 24 hours after he posted the drawing, the highest bid was $13,200. Soon after, the listing was removed. On June 2nd, Chris relisted the artwork, with a starting bid of $100 and an option to buy it now at $500. On Facebook, he wrote that the original listing was removed because his name as a celebrity was in the title. To a person on eBay with a query about the price, Chris wrote that he had to increase the starting bid and buy it now value due to rising interest and hurt from the trolls. He included some additional details, such as a black and white photo of the drawing in its photo frame, a color close-up of Sonichu and Rosechu's groins, and a shot of his signature and date of drawing, which he mistakenly wrote as a date 2 weeks into the future. He acknowledged the mistake and wrote that it could not be changed as the picture had already been laminated. This listing's highest bid soon reached over $15,000 before it was removed again, this time for having links to his Facebook page in the description. On June 3rd, he listed the drawing for the third time, now with the buy it now option of $1,000. He added a photo of himself holding up the framed picture in question. He later made.
Look at that. Would you look at that? $1,000. To think this shit is worth anything, much less a fucking $1,000. He thinks this is worth 10 $100 bills. That's fucking mind-blowing, dude. $1,000. Okay.
Made a Facebook post, hinting that he had also been trying to sell the drawing outside of his eBay listing's terms, which he was now restricted from doing. The next day, Christian modified the listing to remove any bidding and offered the drawing only as an immediate purchase with an asking price of $5,000. The item received many offers, though all were rejected by Chris because they were too low or that the bidders had less than 10 points of feedback. After some time, he brought the asking price down to $2,500. He shortly accepted an offer of $1,000 from a buyer who had only received 2 feedback comments in his eBay history. On June 5th, Chris confirmed that the buyer was unwilling to pay $1,000 for the drawing, so he relisted the picture again, setting the buy it now price at $1,000, with no option for bidding. He further stated the importance of selling the drawing on Facebook, the proceeds from which would go to his mother and his mother's debts and living. On June 8th, Chris received an email from eBay notifying him that his listing was once again removed due to him advertising the listing on Facebook, which could be seen as a desire to make transactions through private messages and bypassing the necessary fees on eBay. He made it clear on Facebook that he was willing to put the drawing back up on eBay with a non-negotiable price of $1,000. He also claimed that people have instead been giving money to the Quickie and the Quickie forums. Soon after this announcement, he relisted the item, though it was soon removed again. Chris received another email from eBay, telling him that his account had been reviewed and was given a 3-day suspension from posting any new items on the site. He wrote an angry Facebook post, blaming the troll's actions for his recent development, and determined that the only way to make up for it was to stop donating to the Quickie and Quickie forums, and demanded that someone donate $1,000 to his personal PayPal account.
Are you
The next day,
kidding
he
me?
added that he will send the framed drawing to the first person who sends him $1,000 via PayPal. Once he is paid the amount, he expressed that he will price future drawings more reasonably. However, if no one sends him the money within the next 3 days, he will relist the drawing on eBay again, with the same price tag attached. As members of the Quickie forums discussed the likelihood of Chris using the proceeds of the sale for Legos, a person got in touch with Chris privately, who later shared a screenshot of their messages, revealing that he was planning on using 25% of the asking price on Legos, with $500 going for his mother, and the remainder to pay off debts. On June 12th,
You piece of shit, Chris. You know. At least 500 was what he's asking for Legos. For sure. Barb may get a couple hundred and then, I don't know, fuck off the rest of it. Do some dumb bullshit. Oh, goodness. God damn, Chris. He is literally the fucking worst.
12th, Christian put the drawing up for sale for the 6th time, with no change to the buy it now amount. The drawing received many offers, though all were declined. Less than 4 hours after it was relisted, the item was taken down from eBay again, and Chris informed his followers and his friends on Facebook. Ugh! Persephone! Fuck me! The listing got removed again! He also showed that the email he received from eBay stated that he was banned for offering a direct PayPal transaction option for the item in his description, which was in violation of their terms of service. This resulted in another 3-day ban from the site. And in the meantime, Chris wrote again that he will send the framed drawing to the first person who sends him $1,000 via PayPal. Once he is paid the amount, he expressed that he will price future drawings more reasonably. However, if no one sends him the money within the next 3 days, he will relist the drawing on eBay again, with the same price tag attached. At around the same time, Chris allegedly received a small Lego set as a present from someone who called themselves Alex and thanked him publicly on Facebook. On June 15th, Chris commemorated Father's Day by posting a birthday card he made for his father Bob on Facebook and wrote that he missed him every day. Also on that day, Quickie forums user Skyraider91, who had previously leaked photos of the Chandler's house on the forums, began leaking many scans of documents and school homework papers, which were obtained by rummaging through the dumpster next to the house or within the house itself. The leaks largely consisted of Chris's homework assignments in Manchester High School. The papers showed signs of both water and fire damage. The next day, Chris put up his Sonichu and Rooster drawing on eBay one more time, once again setting the buy it now price at $1,000. 2 days later, after declining several offers that did not meet his expectations, Chris lowered the price of the picture to $500. He went to Facebook to explain why he declined offers. I only declined the offers for good reasons. Zero feedback are often trolls. If they really can offer more than the asking price or close equal, then they can afford to buy it now. I'm very reasonably paranoid. So there. On June 18th, Chris wrote a Facebook post about his frequent mental blanks and said that when he often did not respond to online questions, he was not able to because the numerous questions he was getting made him feel like he was being accused of something, which would give him a headache. On the 21st, he changed the main photo of his original drawing listing to a full-color photo of the picture in its frame. On that same day, he relisted his father's Stradivarius filing copy on eBay, stating that the bow had been restrung. It soon disappeared from his account. It returned the next day, accompanied by a Facebook post in which Chris repeated that the bow had been restrung and that the item was not fake. On the 22nd, moments before the Sonichu and Roastu drawings week-long listing concluded, Chris accepted an offer outside of his desired $500 goal. He confirmed this on Facebook, stating that if the buyer did not pay for it, he would relist the item again. Also on June 22nd, Chris learned of the upcoming Sonic the Hedgehog game and accompanying animated TV series, Sonic Boom. He was strongly angered by the redesign of the character Sonic, who was going to have blue-colored arms rather than the traditional tan color. He pleaded for Sonic's arm colors to be changed.
Genuinely didn't notice. I had no idea they were tan beforehand. I guess, okay.
Sonic Boom. He was strongly angered by the redesign of the character Sonic, who was going to have blue color.
I don't give a fuck, but I can see how this could piss Chris off.
Colored arms, rather than the traditional tan color. He pleaded for Sonic's arm colors to be changed back, and compared the distress he felt to the many people who felt that singer Michael Jackson should never have changed his skin color. At around the same time, Chris joined Rebrick, a social media platform where users could share photos of their LEGO creations and collections. Here, he shared his custom characters and his LEGO Manchester High School. Due to the attention Chris had gotten over the Sonichu and Roastu
Wait, what did he say about... Wait a minute.
LEGO creations and collections. Here, he shared his custom characters and his LEGO Manchester High School. Here, he shared his custom characters and his LEGO Manchester...
Ladies and gentlemen, Lego Chris, look at that. Holy shit. He made himself fascinating. This is... I don't even know. His figure is not actually... What is it? Some off-brand bullshit? It is, huh? It is off-brand bullshit. Look at the arm. Look at the arms. Fucking... What is it? Mega Blocks or some... Whatever the fuck. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. This is... psychotic.
High School. Due to the attention Chris had gotten over the Sonichu and Roastu picture during the month of June, Christian began drawing custom commission-based pictures privately. Some drawings were completed for a price of $200. Toward the end of June, Chris began an online correspondence with an unknown male friend who had commissioned several drawings from him. Chris first informed him that he had asked his gal pal to help him connect with potential girlfriends on OkCupid, but she had since retired her services for him, and now asked his friend to contact local women on his behalf. The man showed great hesitation, and now asked...
Alright, we gotta read this. I know some of it is under my camera, so... I prefer the average... This is Chris. I prefer the average, too slender, maybe some small amount of tummy over... You may understand. I am asking you to find and contact some women local to me, parentheses, with at least 50% match and acceptable body type. No black women. Not a racist. I just really do not feel comfortable dating them, and I have hung out with a few black women in his time. Oh my God, Chris. End quote. Yeah, that's how he punctuated it. Okay.
Asked his friend to contact local women on his behalf. The man showed great hesitation for his task, and instead suggested that he could give Chris advice on what to say. He told Chris that the goal at the beginning should not be to get women to meet him as soon as possible to become his girlfriend, but rather he should show genuine interest in their personality. To Chris's surprise, the friend revealed that he was not well versed in acquiring romantic partners, and that he instead only had gal pals. Christian then followed by stating that he felt meeting women in a public place shortly after first contact was far superior than having a solely online-based relationship, recounting the many times he had heartbreaks over fake internet girlfriends. He felt that he had a chance to pair up with Casey, Liquid Chris's girlfriend, before his friend reminded him that Liquid and Casey were both trolls, and that they never truly cared for him. After several more messages, Chris advised his friend to peruse the online marketplace website, Craigslist, to find himself a hoe to play with and lose his virginity, since it was a great experience for Chris, and ever since then, he did not obsess about sex as much. The friend was appalled by the suggestion. On the final day of June, Chris stated that the final buyer of the Sonichu and Roastu drawing backed out of the deal, and so relisted the drawing on eBay for a lower asking price of $200. It was soon sold to an unknown, legitimate buyer. On July 1st, Christian offered...
Are you kidding me? Somebody paid $200 for that shit? What kind of money do you have that you can have $200 to spend on a fucking Chris Chan drawing? Man. I guess I'm not the least bit successful because I don't have money like that. I don't have $200 for a Chris Chan drawing. Jesus fucking Christ. Absolutely absurd. Let's take a ripper. I feel like we need one. I feel like it's been a while since we fired these bad boys up. So let's do that. Let's fire them up.
Autographed photos for $20 each on eBay. Willing buyers could choose from a selection of different photographed self-portraits. He also advertised drawing commissions on the auction site, showcasing his previous commission projects as examples of his work. He offered black and white sketches for $50, full-color drawings for $100, and full-color drawings complete with a photo frame and handwritten certificate of authenticity for $200. He received great interest for his autographed photos and drawing.
I know you guys can't see it. Look at that. Look at that. Where am I? 597 people. Jesus Christ, dude.
Requests, and thanked his followers on Facebook, promising that he will devote the next few days for fulfilling everyone's requests. Less than 1 hour later, he shared a link to an amusing-looking Lego minifigure head up for sale on eBay. His drawing commissions included a photo collage featuring wrestlers, an album cover requested by the Japanese
That was Rob Van Dam.
Included a photo collage.
Rob Van Dam. I see Hulk and Andre. I don't recognize anything else. When I buy a Chris Chan drawing for $25, I don't got it like that either.
Featuring wrestlers.
I have absolutely $0 for Chris Chan drawings.
An album cover requested by the Japanese experimental noise band L'Eclipse New, and some depictions of his Sonichu characters in different scenarios, including a scene of Chris and Clyde Cash reconciling and shaking hands. A Quickie Forums member calculated that over the first 9 days of July, Christian likely made around $1,500 across all his available eBay sales. Also in early July, Christian's new OkCupid profile under the username LevelUpKing was leaked on the Quickie Forums.
I wanted to make sure you guys could see that. Look at that face. Yup. He posted that. Sure did.
Cupid profile under the username LevelUpKing was leaked on the Quickie Forums. Not long after, he began contacting a woman named Catherine on the site, who was in fact a fabricated persona created by trolls. He kept their relationship private for the time being.
Do you know why Chris looks like he's fucking crazy in this picture? It's because he's fucking crazy. Just throw that out there.
On July 14th, Chris listed his father's 1990 appearance as a guest host for WTJU Radio's Jazz Marathon on eBay.
Would you
He offered the audio as a 6-CD set for $50. The next day, he wrote that $10 from each sale of the CD set would be donated to WTJU Radio, and also offered a deal wherein for that week only, anyone who purchased the CD set would also get a free autographed photo or $20 off of a black and white drawing commission. He was asked on eBay if he had permission from copyright holders to sell the music, with Chris replying that he did not own the music, and felt that he shared the rights to his father's voice on the recordings. A forum member also messaged him about the reasoning for selling the recordings for $50 when Chris himself had made them available as a free download in December 2012. Chris replied, stating that downloading the content for free was internet piracy because it was stealing the content without Bob's family receiving any dues from it. A few days later, in response to possible criticism, Chris stated that he had full permission from the radio station's general manager to proceed with the eBay listing. The official Facebook page from the radio station later clarified that when they first got a call from Chris about selling Bob's appearance on the radio show, they assumed that he was a musician who had played a live set on air. But later, they received calls about the eBay listing and learned about the true nature of Chris's intentions. They stated that what he was doing was not legal and would contact him shortly about the matter. The listing was soon removed from eBay, by which time 2 individuals had purchased CDs, who would instead receive an autographed photo and a black and white drawing respectively, at no added charge, rather than a refund. Chris wrote that they would also get complimentary CDs.
$2.50 and a medium Slurpee. I'll tell you what. You give me $2.50 and a medium Slurpee and I'll take it. You got yourself a deal.
Also in the month of July, because of the purchase of his original Sonichu and Rosechu drawing, he listed another original piece of artwork starring Sonichu, also set at $200. This was soon accompanied by one focused on Rosechu. On July 17th, Chris uploaded a gameplay video of the Nintendo game Mario Kart 8, played on his Wii U, both on his Miiverse account and his YouTube channel. He would upload more Mario Kart videos sporadically over the next year. A week later, Christian wrote in a Facebook post that proceeds from his eBay sales would help greatly the dental treatment which his mother Barbara desperately needed. He then revealed the photo that customers would get if they did not select one from his options, which featured a return of his Sonichu medallion after several years of not being worn. The following day, he offered a free character drawing for every autographed photo sold until Monday, the 28th. On that day, he stated that he needed the money to buy a new ink cartridge, help pay to ship out his orders, and to make up for the money spent by Barbara impulsively purchasing entertainment center furniture from Goodwill. Meanwhile, members of the Quickie forums noted that Chris had recently spent almost $190 on a DVD set of the Japanese animated series Sailor Moon and $100 on a Lego castle construction set. On August 2nd, Chris went to Facebook to express his gratitude for a custom-made plush doll of Sonichu that he received from a fan. It reminded him of a previous plushie that he got before the house fire.
Going through all this shit and he spent $200 on stuff he absolutely did not need. Like, I know it's not surprising, but it's just really shitty. It's just really shitty.
Which was destroyed by the flames, along with an oil painting of Sonichu and the Asperture medallion that was sent to him by Alec Benson Leary, which saddened him. The following day, he begged for money from his friends and followers, noting that even though he made over $2,000 on eBay last month, he did not have enough money to send out all the purchases to his buyers because that money was spent on bills, printer ink cartridges, shipping, some Lego, and food for his family.
Wait a minute. I do not even have money to ship my more recent orders. I did raise over 2 G's last month, but that money was spent on bills, the printer ink cartridges, shipping all the orders from the past month, some Lego, and food for my family. So don't give me doubt on my honesty. My mother seriously has cavities in her teeth, and I sincerely want to help pay for her required dental work. No, you don't. And we have bills to pay that the usual income just cannot cover. You're so full of shit, Chris.
In addition, he wanted to raise enough money to fix his mother's teeth. In response to allegations of improper Lego purchases, on August 5th, Christian notified on Facebook that he had mostly purchased Legos to replace all the sets that were destroyed by the fire, and to contribute to a future business scheme of creating custom minifigures stylized to look like Sonichu characters. 2 days later, Chris wrote a lengthy post targeting his trolls. Attention everyone! I'm long devastated and exhausted of all the hate I've been receiving from the people who are not only labeled bad, trolls, and bullies, but absolutely none of you all know anything better than what impulsively comes into your aging and decreasing brains. All of you impulsively choose those you consider to be weak, stupid, even misusing the word gay to define something or someone as stupid, or even somewhat remotely better than yourselves, just so you can downsize their self-confidence and ego, when you have absolutely no self-confidence or ego in yourselves. You all are misaiming your anger and impulsive hatred to someone who is not even remotely related to you, or even remotely involved in your own lives. All of you are not angry at me! All of you are not angry at Britney Spears, Pamela Anderson, Katy Perry, or any female superstar. All of you are not angry at Jerry Seinfeld, Tim Allen, Jay Leno, or any male superstar. All of you are not angry at anyone else similar or different or whatever. All of you are truly angry at the misfortunes in your own individual lives.
How do you know people aren't mad at all those people you just named off? A lot of people seem to really not like Katy Perry lately. When she went to space, that pissed a lot of people off. It's so dumb. You say weird shit, Chris. Sometimes I don't know how to take what you say because it's just so odd. The people like Tim Allen and Jay Leno, Jerry Seinfeld. Those are just odd names to. I don't know. His references, the way he references, it's like he's referencing stars that were popular in his parents' time, a little bit older generation. I mean, I know Jay Leno is not like ancient, but they're old enough. They're old enough.
All of you are truly angry at the actual local people around you who have shunned you or labeled you wrongfully, so that you'll end up throwing those same labels upon innocent people who do not deserve that kind of emotional devastation at all. And the people who wrongfully labeled you all individually have had those same labels directly, wrongfully bestowed onto them, or otherwise indirectly learned from someone else who was wrongfully labeled as well. All of you are wrong to throw your own hatred of those around you who more appropriately deserve it onto any other person who does not deserve it to begin with. Wars get started because those people and all of you do not have any better ideas. All of them and you solely take the immediate impulse that falls in a second to hurt someone else in an unrequited attack on that individual or someone else who did not deserve it to begin with. Every individual in this world is not perfect. Every individual in this world has some sort of mental defect or physical problem or emotional devastation, albeit minuscule or more grand than the size of the universe. There is no real strong person because those strong people are all weak as well in some area. And the higher force above us is always messing with each of
Every individual in this world is not perfect. Every individual in this world has some sort of mental defect or physical problem. Or emotional devastation. I don't know that that's right, Chris. I don't think so. I mean, there's plenty of healthy people out there that have zero mental, physical, or well, I don't know. I don't know. Now you got me questioning myself. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think every single person has a physical defect. I don't think that's a thing, though. I mean, I don't know. I know a lot of people, when you talk to them, they mention this or that, but in general, I just don't think that's true. You know what? Fuck it. No, it's not true. It's not true, Chris. You're dumb.
Of our individual minds every day. Rather, each of you call him God, Emmanuel, Zeus.
See, it got me over here arguing with myself, questioning myself. Frustrating.
Buddha, or even the individual destiny of your own. I'm not an atheist, because I sincerely believe in the higher force of above us. Even Jesus may be the higher force's son, but every religion will have you believing in the one same higher force. Right or wrong, it is truly set up to each individual perception of every individual soul among us the billions of people on this big blue marble among marbles in the universe. If all of you bullies really want to be angry at someone, do not pester or torture the innocent people who did not deserve it to begin with. Go take it up with the higher force, which had tweaked that individual person or situation upon yourself in your own prayers. It may or may not listen, but at least you can speak it out of your system in private rants and shouts in your own domicile, residence, or hole in the ground. And then nobody else on this planet would have to take any unrequited abuse or feel more devastated or hurt than they each already are in their own way. Why is someone else's life indirect to your own immediately any important enough that they need to be tortured? Let them all just be. Let us all live. Sigh. Kim Wilson left a comment, refuting his claims that bullies only attack others because they hate themselves. designating the concept as an 80s and 90s television cliché. She stated that people who criticize others are often very successful and happy in their personal lives, and that
Yes,
he should
sir.
keep in mind that all criticism is valuable, regardless of its origin.
That right there, that little interaction will tell us how many people are watching and how many people are just listening.
On that same day, Chris posted a new original drawing up for sale on eBay, a depiction of Sonichu and Rosechu's wedding. On August 14th, in addition to more necessary money and eBay orders, Christian asked if anyone could provide him with a special trading card from a My Little Pony themed trading card game, which was valued on eBay at $100. He later posted 2 images on Facebook in support of human equal rights for all people of all genders and orientations, and also came out as a tomgirl, intersex a female soul with male body, and a tranny crossdresser. He also changed his profile picture to one with an embedded icon showing support for the pro-LGBT human rights campaign, one with a body.
Tomgirl, intersex. Here, let me move my camera so we can see it. A tomgirl, intersex of female soul with male body, and a tranny crossdresser. I am in full support for human equal rights for everyone. So I don't fucking know. What? I have lots of questions. Okay. I don't understand what any of that is, if I'm being completely honest. I understand what cross-dressing is. I think he's referencing being a transsexual, I think. I don't fucking know, Chris. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what you are, bud. I don't know what you are with all this. I don't know, but as the regular, average, everyday vato that I am, I'm in full support for what? Bashing pedophiles. That's what I'm in support of. Yeah.
And a tranny crossdresser. He also changed his profile picture to one with an embedded icon showing support for the pro-LGBT human rights campaign. He left a reply in the comment section clarifying that he identified himself as a lesbian-identified male and encouraged others to search the term on the internet. He also wrote,
How does... Lesbian identified male. A lesbian is a woman that is in a relation or has sex with women. Basic enough definition. So, oh god damn it, Chris. I don't get it. Dude, this is fucking frustrating to understand. A lesbian identified male. I think that just means you like women. Or do you like want to be a woman that likes women? Dude, I don't fucking know. I don't understand it. I don't mean to be rude to anybody that may be part of that community. I just don't understand it. Like, I know what straight and gay and bisexual, I know asexual, I know what transsexual is, but beyond that, you kind of lose me. Not to be rude, I just don't get it. I guess I'm just uneducated on those topics. I don't know.
wrote that he fully supported the LBT community and begrudgingly accepted the gay males.
The LBT.
He further wrote that his mother still not approved of him wearing female clothing and short skirts as of late, wishing for her to embrace his tendency.
Wait a minute. I gotta read this. We gotta read these fucking updates. And I know my camera's in the way of a third of it. He said that he's a lesbian identified man and a cross-dressing how are you both? So if you're a lesbian identified man, you still like women, but you're also a cross-dressing tranny. I understand cross-dressing. I get that. Okay, so if he's a cross-dressing tranny and he's also okay, so does he wear women's clothes because he's a lesbian? A lesbian identified male? I'm gonna be completely honest, he's fucking got me here. I don't get it. I don't understand it. I don't understand this. I don't know if this is a thing. Because I'm a part of the internet. Like, I see the videos. I see the people that call themselves 8 or 9 different things of what they are. And I don't understand that either. Maybe that's just the sign that I'm starting to get older when I don't understand what the youth of America is up to today. Anyways, I want to finish reading this. Okay, he's a lesbian identified man and a cross-dressing tranny, whatever that means. His mother is still old-fashioned and putting him down on how other people would perceive him in a short skirt, getting away discreetly in a short skirt recently. He's received multiple compliments from the women. I wish she would ease up on him, or he wishes she would ease up on him and let him have his freedom to flirt the skirt. Did you say that to your mother? Did you tell her you wanted to flirt your skirt? My mom would have kicked me. And she would have right to that. That's... Chris, you fucking blow my mind at times, man. Just the things that you say and have posted and have done... blows my mind. Blows my mind. Megalon's Horn has gifted 10 memberships. Let's add that to the membership counter. Let me add that in there right quick. Look at that. 366. Off to the races. Here we go. Okay. Well, now that we're all good and confused and we don't have a goddamn clue as to what we're listening to, let's listen some more.
Tendencies to flirt the skirt. Kristen added a comment to clarify his stance towards all the various genders. I just sorted it out, how to best nutshell the details. I hardly get along with males at all, not counting being civil. I get along better with females, totally! I hardly identify myself with the barbarian and stereotypical males at all. I identify best with the feminine ways, emotions, empathy, and about everything else. I get disgusted with the damn dicks, including my own. I want to shove my face into the big hole below the urethra, known as the beautiful vagina very much. I'm feminine on the inside, male on the outside. My feminine soul is most attracted and aroused by women and their superior beauty. Male bodies are horrendous and most offensive to me. Talk about going from the middle to hell's deep on the beauty/ugly thermometer. Female and male on female and female equals lesbian identified man. No more questions. Christian then revealed his new identity as a lesbian identified man.
What? Okay. Right at the very end. Female and male on female and female equals lesbian identified man. He lined it out for us, folks. Now we understand. Now we totally understand what that means. Right? You guys understand? I totally understand. I totally get what he's talking about. Totally. One thing that I did say that we were going to do, and I am a vato of my word. Shwilly, gotta go see a doctor. Be easy, my friend. Hope it goes well. Hope it goes well. Megalon's Horn. With those memberships, we are going to do a double ripper. I said if memberships came in, we hit that double. This is what we do. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Shit. Okay. Let's get them out. Let's get them ready. Let's get it on and cracking. Okay. You guys know what fucking time it is. Let's go.
More questions. Christian then revealed his new identity as a lesbian-identified man and a cross-dressing transsexual in a post on his Braziers for Males Facebook page, pleading for all males to wear sports bras and skirts if they wish to do so. He closed his post by stating his intentions to take part in a pride parade if there was one in his area. On August 15th, since Chris was interested in going on a date with Catherine in Fashion Square, he wrote a 2-page letter addressed to the manager of the mall from which he had been banned. He apologized for his loud outbursting misconduct/misbehavior, which was instigated by internet trolls. He wrote that he had matured emotionally and mentally since his ban and was in a serious relationship with a woman whom he deeply loved, a feeling which should not be mistaken for the act of intercourse. He thusly wanted to get readmitted into the mall so that they could shop there together. In addition, he wrote a similar letter of apology to get unbanned from the Walmarts in Charlottesville and Ruckersville, relaying the exact same sentiment about his relationship and wish to go shopping together. Finally, he wrote a 4-page letter of apology addressed to Mary Lee Walsh of Piedmont, Virginia Community College, apologizing for depicting her in his comics as an evil witch. Chris then reminded her of his attraction sign, which he forbade, and said that had she not have made it obvious to him that true love was illegal in the state of Virginia, he would have never drawn her as a witch character, which resulted in increased attention for her from the trolls. He requested that he be unbanned from the campus so he could have the liberty to attend on-campus events and attend classes for the sake of his present and future family. On August 16th, Chris wrote an extended post on Facebook, apparently confessing that he would not let himself be bombed.
Ladies and gentlemen, that one got me. You demand sock dress. Oh, you got me dialed in. Ooh. You got me dialed in, don't you? To be fair, you motherfuckers got me at the very beginning of stream with the stock check, but Mimion, you weren't here, so you hadn't got here yet, so let's get another ripper for it. I'll be prepared. You guys will see. I'll be ready this week. You guys will see. Come Monday, I'll be ready. Watch, you'll fucking see. Fucking idiot. Fucking liar. Okay. Okay. All right, let's get another fucking ripper. You're usually the one, but I believe it was Rough Rider. He got me right off rip too. I think we were like under 70 seconds, motherfuckers. All right, let's get our sock check ripper and get back to our show. Fucking assholes.
bothered by Troll's actions anymore, because only his true friends knew of his genuine caring nature and respected him being a lesbian and a tranny. I no longer am going to care so easily for the opinions of the lot of you. I used to care, and that has hurt me mentally and emotionally very harshly, but not anymore. You all can just go ahead and call me gay, meaning stupid, dumb, or homo, because I am homo for women, and none of any of you are going to ever change who I am there. Go ahead and give out my phone number, email, and all that shit, because I will never respond to any of you haters as hazers. My closest friends and allies mean a heart and soul full to me than any of you strangers, because I've never even been remotely familiar with any of you before 2007, and very likely I never will have the displeasure of even making your acquaintance in person ever. And this is the last time I will ever say anything in response to your shitful and hurtful comments and hatred for hate's sake. So there. On August 17th, Christian changed his Facebook cover photo to a picture of his Lego incarnation, holding the hand of a female Lego minifigure, representing Catherine, who was wearing a miniature paper replica of his Sonichu medallion, which sparked discussion on the Quickie forums over the existence of a possible new sweetheart. 1 week later, he posted a so-called poll on Facebook, intended to be answered only by internet trolls. He asked them if they not liked the rage face comic genre of internet memes, especially the often featured troll face, and if the trolls answered yes, they were to click the like button.
Got checked twice, handled business twice. That's how we do it. My mama did not raise a sissy, that I assure you.
On his post. On August 25th, he announced that Sonichu disliked pickles in his comics because he was severely allergic to them, writing that eating a whole pickle would paralyze Sonichu. Chris then stated that Sonichu and most of his other characters were heterosexual, apart from Robbie Sonichu, who was a total lesbian tomgirl tranny crossdresser, lesbian tomgirl Sarah Rosechew, and bisexual Crystalline Rosechew. On the final day of the month, Christian went on a date with Catherine while wearing the perfume Fantasy by Britney Spears. She was accompanied by a troll playing the part of her cousin Al, who drove her to meet Chris at the predetermined date location, the restaurant Applebee's. The audio of their entire conversation was covertly recorded.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm sorry, Mom.
This is my cousin Al.
Yeah, Katie, her car was in the garage, so I gave her a ride. So, yeah.
It's nice to finally meet you.
You're here. Yeah.
Yep, I'm here.
With me. Yeah. I'm so glad.
I'm glad to meet you as well. I like your earrings. They're very pretty.
Thank you. Yeah. I like your earrings too.
Oh, thank you. How have you been?
I've been doing very well. Thank you. This is for you.
Is this what? Oh my goodness, this is amazing. What? He's made me a mix CD.
And there's the story that goes with it. Plus to print out about the details of your birthday. And the two drawings I do for you so far.
So amazing. Nobody's ever done anything like this for me before. I'm actually gonna put it in my purse so it doesn't get hurt in the table.
Well, I think this date's going pretty good so far.
Oh, totally.
I should hope so.
After discussing Chris's family, they move on to the topic of his gender identity.
I see you wore your Tom Girl vest today.
My best, yes. Kilt. Or at least kilt pattern. It was the only thing I could find at the Goodwill there. That fit me. I think there was another one, but I think it was like smaller.
Was the only thing at the Goodwill you could find that fit you. Kilt-wise. Okay. Good thing we're doing totally normal shit, Chris.
Chris, I'm not trying to be offensive or nothing, but what's this whole tomgirl thing? I don't understand.
Essentially where I'm, it's like tomboy, where women are interested in boyish things and high activity. I'm into more feminine things.
So you're like a cross-dresser then? Or?
Yes, you can call me a tranny. I accepted that term. I'm a lesbian, tomgirl.
But I don't think the term tranny or transsexual, I don't think that directly applies to cross-dressing. I'm pretty sure cross-dressing is just a thing that some straight dudes do, right? Is that what it is? Or I guess what I've heard. but transsexual is totally different. You know what? I don't know. Never mind. I don't know.
Transgender male. So I'm 3/4 woman.
Okay.
The only difference is
I'm no scientist, but I don't think that math's out. I don't think that shit's right.
the body.
Yeah. They certainly have a unique fashion sense, I'll say that. So.
Yeah.
It is fairly unique, that's what.
Yeah.
Fairly unique, but I'm sure I could be shaped up a little more sophisticated or whatever.
Yep.
There's always room for improvement for everybody, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Catherine later revealed Chris's demeanor during the date. He kept trying to hold my hand, so I negotiated lunch like a T-Rex with strumpy little arms. Then he tried footsie under the table, and he stared at my tits a lot.
Dude. He was down there, he was trying to touch her feet with his fucking hooves. Chris? The fuck is wrong with you? Fucking grody. Trying to touch people.
I kept hoping Cousin Al would say something, but he never did. In retrospect, I should have called him out on it.
So what are your goals, plans, whatever? You guys gonna get married or what?
Well, we might.
Might do one day. It's going pretty well so far.
Yeah, I'm thinking we'll probably be together more often, I hope.
Yeah, I mean, well, you were talking about wanting to get married too. So
Yes.
you said you wanted to be in the next 5 years or so.
Yeah, within the next 5 years. I mean, but that's up to you, though. When you feel ready to get married, I'll be there by your side at the chapel.
I should hope so.
Me too. And I'm still in full support of who you are as well. Remember?
Yeah, the
Open relationship.
So you got open relationship?
I'll fully support her. You know her as a bi. I'm sure. Or
So you're okay with her being with other women?
yeah, if that, I had other ideas in my
Does that
head.
include other men too?
Well, optionally for her, but for me, I would definitely, if I felt up to it, it would be with another woman, definitely. But she expressed her interest in other women as well. I mean, I don't want to go too much into that. It sounds a little bit embarrassing. Just talking about it.
Chris, you love her, right?
Yes, I do. I care about her.
So why would you be okay with her having sex with other men?
Well,
Fair question. If that's a lifestyle that you engage in and you're happy with it, cool. Whatever. Your business. Not for me.
I mean, that's a fair question.
it's a fair question, yes. It's more like if I can't satisfy her, if she feels lack of satisfaction, I made very clear for her that
Okay, what? Again, just sometimes I don't know what to say. I thought it was like inviting a third party in, like, for fun, not because you can't get the job done and somebody else has to bring the hammer. That sounds like being a cuck. Just call it what it is.
our relationship would be honest and loyal to each other. So as long as she lets me know that if she feels like she needs to see somebody else, then that's fine. I'll let her go. And
So sort of like an open marriage thing where each of you can see other people?
well, we're not going to marry other people.
Oh, no, not
Just like see other people.
Yeah,
like
but just like
date
see
inside.
other people. It's like to take a break from each other as well. Because I've learned from a lot of television about where marriages end up bad because one cheats on the other. Yeah, but this way it's an open relationship, so we're being honest with each other, and I come to terms with that being part of a healthier relationship.
My wife and I are open and honest with one another. We tell each other the truth about everything. good or bad, right or wrong, or whatever. Okay, Chris. Okay.
I mean, even modernly, sometimes the married couples will sleep in separate rooms if they felt need to.
Sleep in separate rooms, like after a fight or something, maybe?
No, essentially, yeah, they get married and they decide it's like one doesn't feel comfortable sleeping right next to the other, so they end up with separate rooms. But they still love each other and care each other. In fact, it gives them more room to breathe.
So have you had relationships?
That did used to be a thing. People, sleep was a private thing, so husbands and wives would either sleep in different rooms or different beds, so that's not unheard of. Granted, at this point in my life, I'm uncomfortable to lay down and my wife's not next to me. I feel weird if she's not there. So, that's like, if I have to go to a hotel or something by myself, I'm probably going to be up all night. I'll sleep, but not. I'm much more conk-outable like I do like an old man if my wife's there. If she's around, I'm good for whatever reason. If she's not there, if she's not around, I don't know. I feel weird sleeping without her close.
It's like that then, where you've been kept distance?
Well, I haven't had too many relationships really, but yeah, there was one where this one girl definitely wanted me to keep my distance from her. She thought I was getting too close to her. That's where I learned how to keep my hands to myself for a while.
Yeah. I suppose you feel very strongly about respecting other people's boundaries.
Oh yes, I do.
After a while, the three move on to discussing the house fire.
So, Chris, you're saying that your house fire got started by some appliance at the Keurig?
Yeah, the Keurig coffee bill was plugged into the extension cord, plugged into the bathroom wall, and the fire happened at the arch where it was over the door frame, over the door.
Oh, I was going to say, if it was the coffee maker, I would have sued the hell out of those bastards.
Yeah, but I thought we thought for a while that's why it was too, the coffee brewer, but unfortunately, it turned out to be an extension cord after the fire inspector confirmed that.
You're a 15-hour drive from the real Chernobyl? That's sick. Have you ever been? I'm curious. I've seen all the movies, of course, about it. That's interesting. You were in Ukraine, the closest you ever got to was around 100 kilometers. I don't have a clue how many miles 100 kilometer is because I'm a dumbass American. But very interesting. No, not in my country, but before the war. Huh. Right after Russia invaded, a bunch of Russian troops taking fire. Jesus Christ. Interesting, dude. $200 for the day? Huh. That's interesting. That's interesting. That's interesting. There's things in other countries I think it would be cool to go see. That would be a cool thing to see. To make you wear protective gear, out of curiosity. After the HBO series, it went up, then the war started. No protective gear? Huh. Interesting. Very interesting, really. I have to learn more about that. Do you guys know anything about it? Like any, like, I guess what am I asking? Like, have you been before the war started? Had you ever been to see it? Or get pictures or anything? Because that would be cool to see. Just curious. I'm just curious about it. Chernobyl's interesting. Again, dumbass Americans find that stuff interesting. A lot of people find it interesting, but... Okay.
We didn't have one that was closer. The closest one there was behind a really big dresser. And the house was cluttered. I had lots of stuff, and my mom being as impulsive as she was at Goodwill sometimes, that didn't help much either. But, you know, that is like God telling us, hey, Barbara, I'll make it easier for you. There you go, fire, get out of the house. Yeah, because she was concerned about all that clutter as well, didn't know where to put it.
I guess is that how she's coping?
So your mother thinks that God was telling her to move out of the house, so God burnt it down? Is that what she believes?
That's one idea she has.
Food's great.
Yeah.
It sounds good?
Yes. Just nibbling? Yeah, me too. Just nibbling.
Are you nervous?
A little bit. I'm a bit of a soda drinker. Drink a lot of soda throughout my life, so I end up with a shaky leg also. That's one thing my mother complains about, and that shakes the house also.
Your shaky leg shakes the whole house?
Well, when I'm standing, not as much when I'm sitting down here.
So I think you just like, your leg fidgets a little bit, shakes like that?
Yeah.
That's actually people who fidget like that, they burn more calories.
Well, now I feel weird because I don't know.
Well, don't worry about it. Maybe you live with me long enough, you'll pick up on the habit. Just kidding.
I don't know about living together. Like I said, my dad's really traditional.
Yeah.
Well, that's another thing, another obstacle to relationships. Sometimes you travel a lot, so if it's long distance and you can't see each other, that's a challenge. So
it takes effort. It takes a lot of effort.
And I am willing to put in the effort.
Well, I live in Culpeper, so it's not that far away.
It's not that far away. Plus, you can always move in with me and my mom if you felt comfortable. And then we'll find you a library here, and I'll hire you.
Yep.
Christian then revealed to Catherine and Dal his various experiences with internet trolls, and elaborated on his troubles concerning the gameplays.
Oh, yeah, this was October 2011. Michael Snyder, the Game and Hobby place, I had been banned from there because Michael had my guts April 2008, and he was definitely a total asshole.
How was he an asshole to you?
He was just very mean, uncaring. He wouldn't even give consideration when I went in one time before that just asking him, is it okay? Everything's passed, everything. And he's like, no. And he wanted to call the police on evidence, so I left. Yeah, I was like, well, I had an audio recorded, and it got up, and I uploaded it for the reason I had at the time.
Wait a second. Why would you record it, and then why would you upload it? What did you upload it to?
It was because, so I could prove that Michael was as mean as he was. If he had not been mean, I would not have uploaded it at all. But I mean, it was an audio recording. I had a digital camera in my pocket, and it recorded the audio.
And when was this?
This was like, I think 2009 or 10.
Okay, so it's a few years ago.
Yeah.
And then you said you got arrested in 2011?
Yeah, because it was a trap essentially. My mother and I, we were in that part of town, and we saw a sign in the store window that said under new management. So I figured Michael was gone, right? No, he was the new manager of the place now, and he had the police on call ready right there. Had the people at the Staples store to be like witnesses and everything. And Mom and I, we tried to make our escape, but they wouldn't. But nobody would let us. And then, like, Snyder paid the police to beat the crap out of them and arrest them, something like that.
He bribed the cops?
Yeah.
Why would he do that?
Are you fucking kidding me? Beat the crap out of him, arrest him. Me and my mom were making our getaway. Yeah, I bet it was fast as fuck, boy.
I hate you, son.
Happy birthday from Happy birthday.
how did you find out that he bribed the cops? Like,
Yeah.
did
Well,
somebody tell you?
Yeah, well, pretty much my mom figured it out essentially, and you know, it's like too common sense to put two and two together.
Your mom is as sharp as a balloon.
And he figured that he would profit from me and my mother. He thought we were rich, but we were not so rich. We ended up losing a lot of money we had that Mr. C, my father, had left us, and paying the court lawyer fees.
So what were you charged with then? I mean, it sounds like you didn't really do anything.
Yeah, we were charged with trespassing.
You said you tried to make an escape. Did you run from the cops?
A bit, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, they were trying to block our path out, but we made it out. But then they cornered us at the nearby court building in the back parking lot behind the building.
Chris, I've had to deal with cops myself, and I got to say, you never look forward to dealing with the cops, but they're still the police. You got to treat them with respect, even if they're, even if you don't like them, you still have to deal. Even if you don't agree with what they're dealing, you still have to show respect. It's just important to do.
Yeah, that's still the process I'm trying to get to hold the giving, pulling the good from the bad from, and I'm still seeing bad in a lot of them because with the bribery and everything, they can be corrupted. Because you don't know what's going on in their heads. And Snyder, he pretended to be like hit by our van, but he did not. But the van was stood still. He like hit the bumper and faked falls twice.
So the van was not moving. He walked up to the van and then like fell back.
Well, he stood there like the general who Stonewall Jackson.
The Confederate general.
Yeah, like stood there like Stonewall Jackson.
He continued to talk about his various experiences with the trolls.
I've actually met a few of them in person, once or twice.
How did that happen?
Well, one of them was kind of like a setup where I thought I was going to make a new girlfriend there. My father went with me that one time, but it turns out there was a camera recording and hiding from somewhere else, recording everything that was going on that conversation.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah, and then this other guy came in dressed in a pickle costume.
A pickle
Costume? Why would he be dressed in a pickle
I'm sorry,
costume?
I'm not laughing at you. That's just so absurd.
Yeah, I know it is
Why a
absurd.
pickle costume?
Because earlier in the Science Shoe comics, Drew Science Shoe eating lunch with Rose Chew. He was eating a sandwich. He had pickles on it. He was like, I hate pickles. Yeah, because I don't like pickles either.
Oh, okay.
What time is it? We've got to go back to the mechanics before they close.
What time?
It's 10 after 3.
It's 10 after 3, yeah, they close at 4:30.
Okay, well, we'll wrap it up here in a few minutes. So.
'Cause they've got my car. I'm going to find out what's wrong with it.
Where is the where's the garage then?
I'm not sure.
We don't know you don't know the street address? No, we don't. We don't have the street
It's in your
address.
GPS. I'm not
Yeah.
sure.
Okay,
Yeah.
well I'll follow y'all.
It's a pretty long way to the mechanics.
Yeah,
So.
it's near my place. He's going to drop me off, and then he's got to go back home for work. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And I'll see if I can make the pride parade for you. That's 2 weeks.
That's on the 13th.
Yeah, so it's 2 weeks from now. I'll try and see if I can make sure, but like I said, I'm back walking dogs and...
Well, you can always talk with Katie over Skype, right?
Christian suggested that they could visit his house in Ruckersville, which was still being renovated and repaired. Catherine and Al took him up on his offer.
Ooh. Wait. What the fuck? That ending kind of came out of nowhere. We didn't get to like the long what the fuck, Gino? Hit us with that. Don't do us like that. That's okay. That's alright. That's alright. That's alright. That's part 40. And look at that. I've already got 41 lined up. Look, I'm even going to take it right to where we can just... Boom. That way we can just roll right on into it. Whoa, a beard. Yes, sir. That must mean it's been a minute since you've been here. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're doing No Shave November. Well, I guess No Shave November is officially over. I started this project. Look at that, guys. We made it all the way through No Shave November. Holy shiznit. And now we've got, 30 days to go. to finish out the rest of No Shave 2025. And then we can go back to a mustache on the beginning of the year. Ooh, I'm excited. All right, let's get our between video ripper, and then we'll just jump right on into this. We'll just keep on, or we'll just let it keep on rolling. Here we go. Be-doop. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and tear down part 41. Shouts out to Gino Samuel. Here we go.
On August 31st, 2014, after Christian's afternoon date with two trolls playing the parts of an interested female party, Catherine, and her cousin, Al, he invited them to visit his house in Ruckersville, Virginia, which was still being renovated after its January fire. She later recounted the beginning of their spontaneous trek. We were going to escape to the mechanic, where Katie's car was, but Christy wanted to follow us. When he offered to show us his house, we took him up on it. We followed him even though Al knew where we were going. Chris seriously drives like my demented old grandma who doesn't have a license anymore because she kept going the wrong way up one-way streets. Though the audio of the entire trip was covertly recorded and transcribed, the recording is now thought to be lost. According to the transcript as found on the Quickie, the three discussed the night of the fire and how he was woken up by his barking dogs. His mother Barbara had tried to put out the fire with a fire extinguisher, but failed to suppress it. Christian believed if she had more than one extinguisher, the fire could have been quelled. They spent an extended amount of time exploring the outside of the property, commenting that there was broken glass and other possible hazards hidden in the grass, caused by the firefighters who broke the windows to enter the property. They then approached the shed in the yard, which was originally constructed to be a workshop, and noted the plaque on the door, which read, "Dreaming Studio of Mr. C and Lil C, where dreams do come true, 1989.
That right there says Bob had big dreams for Chris. He had big hopes. I think Chris was what Bob was hoping was his attempt at a redo for being a fuck up for his other kids. And this is what they got. This is what happened. I think it was myself and the real Mozzarella last Tuesday. I believe it was last Tuesday. We mentioned Chris. He was at just the perfect influential age at the perfect time in the internet's development that it just absolutely 100% raised him and totally fucking ruined him. Chris is the result of what you get when you literally grow up on the internet. Like, it's such a massive and just overwhelming part of his life. The internet, the video games, being online, just all of it. It's all encompassing. It was everything for him. But that's what it is. That's what happens. That's what happens. Nothing good comes of that. Don't get me wrong. I spend a lot of time on the internet. I get it. I live a lot of my life here on the internet. But you got to go outside sometimes. You have to. You got to go outside daily. You got to remind yourself that there's a real world out there and you're part of it. And you got to go do stuff. Chris didn't get that memo. It was just 100% of his time inside on the internet, video games, movies, just shit, really. Let's. The guy that runs the channel has gifted 5 memberships. Let's add that to the counter. Look at that, 371 closed in on 400. Look at us making moves and making moves. Beautiful. All right. Taking the L, has been a member for 1 month of the Mustache Mafia. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Beautiful. No, that's fair. That's fair, sir. Like I said, I spent tons of my life on the internet too. I get it. I get it. I've lived a lot of my life here. But there was just never any breaks for Chris. It was just bing right there 24/7. Not to mention the time, the age that he was when the influence of the internet really took over for him. I don't know how old you are. Myself, when did I get introduced to the internet? I think I was like 11. The first time that I got on the internet was like, holy shit, what do we do here? How do we like see internet stuff? Because prior to my first time getting on the internet, I had no idea what it was. I knew people got emails, but I didn't know like what you could do. And boy, what an exciting place. What an exciting place the internet is. And I guess it all just depends on your experience there, because I think Chris just got the worst of it over and over and over and over and over and over and over, and he kept coming back. I don't know. Whatever happened, I don't know. Joyce De La Rosa, thank you for the dono. Very much appreciated. Hey, Cholo, missed the last stream. That's okay. I appreciate you being here now. Everyone that rolls up in here, appreciate you guys. There's other things you guys could be doing with your time. There's other places you could be. There's other shit you could be watching. So thank you all that are here. Thank you. I appreciate it. I really, really do. All right. Click play.
Chris pointed out the large cases filled with vinyl records in the shed, which his father Bob played in private. Al noted that he collected records himself and offered to buy some from Chris for a fair price. Chris greatly appreciated this gesture. Immediately after, they made one more stop on their day-long dalliance, the Chandler's rental house.
Damn, this is a nice place. So you've been living here since when?
Yeah, since last February.
Oh.
Hello.
Howdy.
Hi, Snoopy. Hi, Clover. Hi, Mom.
Howdy.
Well, Miranda, this here.
Nice to meet you.
That's Catherine and her cousin Al.
Wait a minute. Listen.
Howdy.
Hi, Snoopy. Hi, Clover. Hi, Mom.
Howdy.
Well, Miranda, this here.
Nice to meet you.
The Chandler's rental house.
Damn, this is a nice place.
We're about to open the door.
So you've been living here since when?
Yeah, since last February.
Okay, listen when they go in. Listen for Barb. Listen for Barb.
Oh.
Hello.
Howdy.
Hi, Snoopy. Hi, Clover. Hi, Mom.
Howdy.
Well, Miranda, this here.
Nice to meet you.
That's Catherine and her cousin Al.
Glad to meet you. I'm Big Al.
Very lovely to meet you.
Oh. Snoopy.
There's some, they seem a little bit worked up
Yeah,
there.
that's Snoopy and that's Clover.
Okay, the reason I said that, does anybody know when Barb started to look like she wasn't all there? Did anybody have any idea about, was it around this time or before this time? Because when Chris opened the door and he goes in and they both say hello to each other, it sounded so fucking weird. And then after just a few seconds, you hear her say, "I'm Barbara," whatever the fuck her name is. Didn't wait for Chris to say, "Hey mom, this is so and so, this is my mom." every time that I brought anybody to meet my mom, I go, "Hey, Mom, this is my friend such and such, such and such. This is my mom." I don't say, "Hey, Mother, hello, Mother, Mother, middle name, Mother, last name. This is my friend." The way he introduces people and addresses them with their full, I don't know. I find his speech pattern just fucking weird. Rogue Internet Man did a video not that long ago, and he covers the topic of why Chris's speech pattern is the way it is and why he stutters the way he does. It's so fucking interesting. I don't know why I thought it was interesting. I like Rogue Internet Man's channel. Anyway, okay, all right, shut up. I'll shut up.
I also got a case.
You don't bite me. They seem pretty loud. But,
yeah, they get loud when there's people.
Yeah, beagles. I mean, I'm assuming it's beagles. It's what it sounds like. I have a friend that has a beagle, and her name is Copper. She's a very pretty lady. She's a very short, fat lady, but she's very pretty. And my goodness, when she goes outside, she's very loud. She's very loud, but adorable.
Oh, cool. Dude, is this your room?
Yeah, that's my work room.
Can I go in for a moment?
Yeah, sure.
His work room?
Hey now, doggies, calm down. It's good.
So what is all this then?
Yeah, pretty much just random things, but that's the high school I built based on the one from Hard Lake High, dedicated building that to Manchester High. It took me about a month to build that.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, see, Chris, you spent a month to build that?
Yeah.
Well, see, that's dedication right there.
Yeah.
With your comics and stuff, you can do the same thing. If you can be dedicated, like if you can work on that for a month,
yeah,
you can spend a month working on a comic book.
Anyway, yeah, I built this house on multiple houses. And here's our minifigs. Me and Catherine.
Aww.
Yeah, I painted.
Just totally ignore the comment about doing work on the comic book. I noticed that. Just hits him with the yeah, and then on to a new topic. Rude fucker. It is Steve. It is Steve. Rogue Internet's channel. I really like his channel. It's the speech pattern video. It's not that far back. It's I don't know, within the last 2 to 3 months ish. I guess somewhere in that time frame. It's really good. It's really good. I thought it was really good.
I painted kilts on her.
Neat. Yeah, that's a little okay. What's that around her neck? Is that like a little medallion? Or?
Yeah. Science Rose medallion. Only my girlfriend eventually would get them.
Oh, cool. So what's it?
Yeah,
it says,
that's you.
Is that me? Oh, it's even tinier than I thought. Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah, too bad you're not staying. We could watch Gigi.
Yeah, I'm sorry. We've got to get out of here, Jet.
Yeah. At least let me show you my bedroom. It is right there.
Sure, you go ahead.
So this is sort of like your office then?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. Here's where I sleep.
Oh, it's a nice room. Wow, it's a lot of Skylanders.
Yeah.
There's a lot. How many?
Dude, you got a lot of PS3 games.
Yeah.
Did these survive the fire, or did you get
yes,
these
they all did.
afterwards?
Every last one.
Oh, that's fortunate.
Well, that's good, yeah.
Oh, yeah, this is pretty much our entire
I
collection
did
of
not
them.
realise you kept my picture in your nightstand. Oh, no, wait, I think you did tell me that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so cute.
Who's that?
That's
Who's
my
that?
father.
Oh.
That's Mr. C right there.
So you keep that there to
That's
remember.
Catherine and Mr. C.
Is that not weird? The way Chris refers to everybody, that's Mr. C. Why wouldn't you say, that's my dad? Somebody sees a picture of my dad, I'm not like, oh, that's my father, whatever his name is. I say, no, that's my dad. Very strange.
Do you think he would have approved of me?
How do you feel?
I like to think so.
And I think he does.
He seems he would have been interested in your best girl around here.
God damn, Chris.
Oh, my baby girl. She's a kisser. He likes to
They're
kiss.
so cute. I'm sure they'll get used to me eventually.
Yeah.
They just don't know who I am or I am in their house.
Don't be Clover, that's
Oh.
Catherine. Katie. You saw her picture?
You showed your dogs my picture. That's so cute.
Yeah.
They like the picture or what? Or
Well, they sniffed it. They smell everything. Yeah,
Yeah.
we got separate pee and poo on the paper.
Yeah,
on
I'm
the,
trying
on the
not
black
to
thing.
stand on it.
they what? Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense then with the
Yeah,
paper. So
try not to stand on it or anything.
It's awfully inconvenient to take them outside and have
Yeah.
to pick it up.
Then don't have them. Fat fuck. Are you... Barb, if you can't take them outside, or if Chris can't... Why the fuck can't Chris do it? Those dogs need to go outside. They need to have room to run around and play and use the restroom. Not on a fucking piss pad all day. I really don't fucking like you anymore, Barb. You can fuck yourself. It's really inconvenient. Then don't fucking get them. If you can't do the responsibility, if you can't afford it, don't take that responsibility on. They cost money, they cost time, they cost effort. If you can't do all of those, don't take the responsibility on. It's awfully inconvenient. You're fucking inconvenient.
Able
yeah.
to have it inside, pick it up.
Well, yeah. Then it's closer, so you can clean it up without going as far with it.
72
Really.
years old.
So,
I don't.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Oh, I told Mom about how you have a lot of interesting stories from your travels in the European British areas.
So you're telling me they're sitting there having this conversation in this room about the travels in European British areas, and there's piles of dog shit and piss on the piss pads in the same room? Cool. Cool. Very Chris Chan coded.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Mom, tell her something about the Weston name. What your story?
It's stupid. If anybody out there is named Weston, that's no offense to you. It's Chris's specific iteration is stupid.
100 years ago, the king declared the name Weston, W-E-S-T-O-N, not I-N or E-N, but O-N, to be part of England's royalty forever.
Wow.
And
That's a piece of history right there.
What? Okay. Cool. That story sucked, Barb. That story was stupid. Blackwood Ghost, thank you for the dono. It's very much appreciated. He boinked Ed. His own mother. Cyrax is thinking, ew, dude, ew. The term boinking. Boinked his own mother. Boinked his mother and boinked on her face. Oh, God. Dude, I feel so shitty even saying that. Oh my God. 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 If Chris did that, if Chris painted his... if Chris painted his mother's face... Fair question I'm about to ask. If Chris painted his mother's face at the end of what he did to her, who cleaned it up? Or did he just walk off and leave it there? Oh my God, Akuma. Just ruined my Monday. Oh my god. Oh my god. I think we can all go to group therapy together. We probably need it, realistically. But I mean, like, what if he just, like, did it and left it on her and just walked away? And then in her dementia, Alzheimer's riddled mind, at some point she had to go like this. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Chris, the nature of your crimes, they cause these types of questions, and I can't. Oh my god, Akuma. You fucking lunatic. Okay, we're gonna take a ripper and just press play. I am so fucking sorry I ever started this conversation.
Certainly, Christian seems like a pretty good son. He was talking about how he helps you out around the house and all. And
Oh
such.
my gosh.
Yeah.
I couldn't survive without him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I hope he takes care of Katie just as well. So.
I'm fairly confident I will. I had practice.
So.
He's having a lot of practice. His father died 3 years ago.
I know, we heard. I'm
Yeah.
terribly sorry.
Sorry, I apologize for your loss. That's gotta suck.
Yeah.
So.
You never get over it. We were married 31 years.
That's a long marriage.
Yeah.
And 2 months after.
And who would have thought? Who would have thought the next man in her life was gonna be her son?
We were married, he had triple bypasses, and the doctors told him that he would not have lived 2 more weeks. He hadn't had it. And if he hadn't married me, he'd never know.
Did you even go to the doctor?
Very subtly, because he was an engineer GE, and he did hardcore negotiating to sell their products.
Snoopy, calm
There they
down.
are. There they are.
I don't know if
But we
there's much room
There's
here.
not
We
enough
can't
room
stay
to
too
sit.
terribly.
Yeah, we're gonna head out in a few
The
minutes
couch
anyway,
belongs
so.
to the dogs. They saved us
That's
from
their
the
will.
fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, Christian said they woke you up.
Yeah.
I got
That's awesome. The dogs woke him up. See, those dogs are fucking heroes. I love those dogs. I love those dogs so much.
burned both feet because I didn't have any shoes on.
Ew.
You had to walk through the fire then?
Well, I had this extinguisher trying to put it out, and what happened was
So you saw the fire, you grabbed an extinguisher. You're lucky you had
he
one on
grabbed the
hand.
extinguisher, pulled the thing out, and handed it.
Yeah, I remember from training, you pull the pin first.
And then hand it to mom. Pull the pin first, hand it to mom. Let her do the man's job. Yeah. Not to sound sexist, but that's a scary situation. You're gonna let 80-year-old grandma do that? You're gonna let her handle that work? You fat lazy bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
And then you hand it off to your mum.
Sounds like you were both pretty brave to fight the fire like that.
We didn't have any choice. I was able to hold it just long enough for him to get his head together, get the dogs and the cat. That's
so
okay.
sorry for your loss.
That's okay. It hasn't been totally bad.
Well, life happens,
I
things
think for a
happen.
reason.
You just get through it, so.
I think for a reason.
That's
Appreciate you driving her down.
Yeah.
That was a
Well,
What the fuck is wrong with you today, Akuma? You just woke up pissed off at the world. My God. My God.
Good security.
Well, her phone, her car broke down, and so there wasn't really any choice. I was the only guy that could. So
Yeah, so.
yeah.
I see you, James.
But yeah, I mean, I didn't know Christian or anything. I hadn't met you all at all, and they were talking pretty serious, like it seemed. So I thought that I'd get to know your family as well, because if these two are going to get hitched, it's going to be one family.
You're just
So
as beautiful as he said.
Oh, thank you. You're very sweet.
yeah. So
Oh, I think I told Katie about how Barbara Ann wanted to be an English teacher. Enjoyed some English literature, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, she likes a lot of Shakespeare.
Yeah, I do like Shakespeare.
She also enjoys the Tudors HBO program through Netflix, all about King Henry VIII.
Oh, Henry VIII. Anne Boleyn, his wife,
One of
refused.
six, the last of the Tudors.
We're blood kin to them. We are blood kin to every blood Weston in the world.
That would be an interesting thing to research, like go through old records and things like that and actually draw a line, be able to say this is exactly where that went.
I still don't know the missing link between Richard Weston and Mary Boleyn. Oh yeah, and now thinking ahead, I did mention to her that I promised you our first daughter would have the middle name Weston. So we can continue that tradition and royalty.
Well, we'll let you go now.
yeah.
Right, thank you for your hospitality.
See us.
Yep. Nice place. Nice place y'all got here. So
Over that?
yeah.
Okay, Catherine, before you go,
Yeah.
I wanted to let you know, what am I doing in a place like this? Waiting for the most honest, true, and awesome woman to come around in my life.
Oh my God, you're so sweet.
At this point, according to Catherine, Christian put his arm around her and tried to kiss her. She feigned to sneeze to dodge it.
I'm so glad this is working out very well.
Me too. Sorry, we've got to get going, or I need to get my things back.
Well, hey, Chris, we'll both be pretty busy, but you and Katie can talk over the internet, and we'll see if we can work something out over the next couple weeks.
Yeah.
Maybe meet up again. I don't know. So.
Hopefully, Katie, you know where we are. You can come over yourself if you feel like it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
okay.
I'd let you know, obviously. I wouldn't just turn up. That would be so rude.
Yeah, we wouldn't want to interrupt nothing like that.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Okay, well, anyway, it was nice meeting.
After she left, Chris changed his Facebook status to in a relationship, citing the start of their relationship as the day they first made contact on OkCupid, July 9th. At a later date, Catherine leaked some of the items from the goodie bag she was given by Chris. These included a mix CD called 3/4 Woman, featuring 21 songs sung over by Chris, and 2 drawings telling a story of Chris getting attacked and downtrodden by internet trolls. Fortunately, Catherine in angelic form comes to revive him by sending an electrical charge into him via cables clamped onto Catherine and Christian's respective nipples with alligator clips. On September 2nd, Chris wrote and then sent her a handwritten letter detailing his vows for the relationship as sweethearts, soulmates,
Well, this is normal.
and partners. I, Christian Weston Chandler, of sound mind and body, to Catherine, with this, my class ring, I take thee, Catherine, to be my sweetheart, lover, and girlfriend, in our relationship with mutual loyalty, devotion, trust, and companionship. And I solemnly vow to maintain respect for you as my partner, to remain a good, loyal, honest, and supportive partner to you, to keep any and all information about you, sensitive and whatever else, secret and strictly confidential between the two of us alone, unless you specifically specify such a detail to be shared with another trusted person in our lives. To fully maintain honesty and loyalty to you at all times, now and forever. Even when and if I should feel need for a break, or to find fun with anyone else, I vow to inform you of such times and with who, and all other details of such. To keep you topmost on my heart and soul, alongside my mother, who remains of my utmost loyalties, honesty, and such that goes in the mother-child relationship respectfully, and all related priorities as well. To remain, emotionally and mentally, open to you forever. To add more vows to this list as we continue on with our relationship, as they come about and when they come about. In addition, he offered to give her his high school graduation amethyst ring, but she declined. On that same day, He posted on Facebook that he was offering 2 of his original drawings up for sale on eBay at a limited $50 off offer, reducing their individual prices to $150. The next day, Christian left a reply on a Facebook post made by the official Sonic the Hedgehog page, which advertised the upcoming video game and partner TV show, Sonic Boom. He stated his hatred of Sonic's new design, who would have blue-colored arms rather than the past tan color, and stated that he would be boycotting the game until his arm color was changed. On September 4th, Chris acquired a miniature display case showcasing police equipment and uniform from its owner who no longer wanted it. He promptly put it up on eBay for $100 and advertised the new listing on Facebook. According to the description, the piece was created in 1941 and would make a good present to the uncorrupted local authority as opposed to the corrupted and power-abusing majority. He later updated the description to state that all the items, including the gun, were fake and firmly glued into place, possibly as a response to inquiries or criticisms from eBay staff. He added that the case was 26 inches tall and weighed between 50 and 100 pounds, and demanded that no one report or remove the listing. Some people left queries about the item, a few of which questioned the reasoning for the shipping price being set at $50. Chris answered that once bidding starts on an item, he cannot edit the details, and asked that the persons blame the opening bidder for the inconvenience. In addition, a few individuals commented on the possible rodent droppings seen in the background of the listed photos, but Chris firmly denied this. On September 5th, Christian notified his Facebook friends and followers.
How can your house be so fucking gross that when you take a picture of yourself or picture of whatever, that in the background you can actually see rodent droppings? There's that much of it. That's so foul, dude. Oh. No. 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 Nope. I can't. Once I got old enough and really understood how dirty the world is and how dirty people are, it really kind of made me appreciate my home and my private space, and yeah, I like my space where I know it's clean. I know things are cleaned the way they should be cleaned, with the things they should be cleaned with, etc., etc. Just picky, I guess. Anyways.
That he would be delayed in...
I guess being picky about that is better than having rat droppings in the backgrounds of your pictures, so...
Filling his commissions because he was talking and getting to know his girlfriend over the past month. He promised that he would fulfill all of his orders in 3 days. On that same day, he made a Facebook post claiming that since he defaced an Xbox One game console display in Walmart in 2013 to make it read Hexbox, he had grown to understand what he had done wrong and asked to be unbanned from the Walmarts of both Ruckersville and Charlottesville. He revealed that he had written a letter of apology addressed to the manager of the store, and that she had called him, letting him know that she would not be lifting his ban. He stated that by doing so, she was discriminating not only against an autistic person, but also a lesbian trapped in a male body, and transgender. He pleaded for his followers, the Human Rights Campaign, and the LGBT community to go to the Walmart to demand that Christian be allowed to re-enter the store. On the 9th, he announced that his 2 temporarily discounted works on eBay would remain permanently priced at $150 for their final 2 days until their listings expire, and urged people to buy them, as he would also include a free commissioned drawing. On that same day, he posted 3 new drawings up for sale on eBay, also for a price of $150. 2 starred Angelica Rosechew and Bubbles Rosechew, respectively, and another featured a return of Rosechew in commemoration of brave women who have braved their own battles, including the Women's Army Corps and members of the LGBT community. Later that day, he posted that he had gone to a Human Rights Campaign store to buy some items promoting the cause, and displayed them in a photo. The next day, Chris clarified on Facebook that his new girlfriend was not a hooker or a prostitute, and felt sorry for the women who had to work in that profession. On September 13th,
Damn, Chris.
he announced that he was adding another...
You just say some wild shit out of nowhere. Feel sorry for hookers. Oh, okay.
Another commission category to his eBay page, reproductions of Astonichu and Roastu medallions, sold for $30. He stated that it could take up to 2 weeks for a single medallion to get made. In the first couple of days, he received over 20 orders. Also on September 13th, Christian wrote a post clarifying that he preferred to define the word gay according to its antiquated meanings, namely cheerful, colorful, and happy, rather than the more common use of the word as a synonym for homosexual. In another post, he lambasted those who used the word in a derogatory fashion to call someone or something stupid, and quoted some original lyrics for a song inspired by the film My Little Pony: Equestria Girls. Gay is colors, gay is bold, gay is happy. The way you use the word, it makes you real crappy. Rainbooms rock. In addition, he made a post revealing that he had gone to a local pride parade. I was at the Pride Festival today, and I really felt accepted and liked among the LGBT community. Like I do belong there as a lesbian transgender that I am, and a lot of real women there showed me kindness and respect. Smiling face emoji. I feel better about myself for that. But I was not in the mental state to meet new people yet. But I did make some acquaintances, talked with some of them for a bit. But I do feel that I really want to do more with the community, so I may join up with the Seaville Pride or something. I have some pamphlets and details. I will make my own decisions. 3 days later, he announced a special offer of offering free Sonichu or Roastu medallions with every colored commission, the proceeds from which were desperately needed for his mother's dental work, which could cost $600. On September 17th, Marvin, the man in the pickle suit during Chris's date with Emily, and also a moderator of the Quickie forums, posted a screenshot of a message the troll Kim Wilson sent to Chris, asking about his so-called intimate piercing. Marvin claimed that Christian had gotten a body piercing in his perineum, also known as a taint, which was the area of the body between a person's genital region and their anus. Chris seemingly saw this post and decided to address his taint piercing on Facebook the following day. I had something done to me that is radical, that I did for my lesbian soul. I got a new piercing on my taint on Monday the 15th, about where
Well, we know that now. We all know that now. Yep. So incredibly thankful that we all got to learn that together. All right, let's go again.
my lesbian soul. I got a new piercing on my taint on Monday the 15th, about where my clitoris would be if I was a woman. It is a short, steel straight piece with steel spheres, of which I refer to them as my unclit. I'm tending to its cleaning personally, in daily baths or showers, as well as cleaning the area with rubbing alcohol twice daily.
Did you call it your unclit? Chris, this is getting real stupid. Really stupid.
I, Christian Weston Chandler, with no other outside opinions from anyone, have long been thinking about getting a piercing on my taint, with a steel sphere where my clitoris would be if I was born female, in my sole identity as a female and a lesbian, as a fair substitute for that, and to stimulate the woman's clitoris by scissoring, years ago after watching the lesbian couple tribbing each other in the softcore porn movie, The Key to Sex. And for those who don't know about tribbing, it is more commonly known as scissoring. Tribadism is where one woman rubs her vulva against the other woman's vulva to stimulate each other's clitoris. In fact, there are clits that actually stick out, penetrating the labia and better stimulating the other clitoris. The female bonobo monkeys have long clits, and they trib other female bonobos a lot of the time. And to make sure everyone understands once and for all, I am a female, lesbian soul trapped in a male body. Or to put it another way, I am a lesbian transgender. I am seriously into women. Males offend me. Even my own penis totally grosses me out. I'm glad that I tuck it underneath my taint, so I do not have to look down at the ugly bulge. I have come out as the lesbian transgender that I always have been and ever will. And for every one of you sods who continue to mislabel me as a homosexual male, or hint towards anything of that even in distasteful jest, you all can kiss my vagina of my soul. Have a good day. At the bottom of his post, he shared a link to the Tribadism page on Wikipedia, the free online encyclopedia. Because the link's preview thumbnail included illustrations of people having sex, a troll reported Christian for sharing nudity on Facebook, though no action was ultimately taken against him. Members of the Quickie forums discussed Chris's unclit in great length, worrying about a possible infection which could lead to other health problems if not treated properly. It marked a high point of activity for the forums, and the thread discussing Chris.
So he tucks his boy parts he makes a salad bowl so that when he looks down he can look like a woman. Dude, what a day. What a day this has been. My God.
Chris's taint eventually reached 45 pages. Also on September 18th, Christian wrote a Facebook post after he had learned about the possible existence of haters of the LGBTQ community within the Human Rights Campaign. He asked for cyberbullies and internet trolls to stop what they are doing and shut down their hateful website for good, sharing 4 concept drawings for his hypothetical Trollbusters task force. 2 days later, he apologized for an earlier post in which he attempted to redefine the word gay and stated that he accepted the gays as people like any other person. In closing, he also apologized for past comments he made, wherein he wished to turn gay people straight, conceding that it was wrong of him to think so. On the 20th, he listed both his 1997 Cadillac Seville and his mother's 1996 BMW Z3 up for sale on the online marketplace website, Craigslist. Chris aimed to sell his car for $5,000 and noted that it needed extensive maintenance, including replacing the battery and mending a cracked engine block. The following day, he elaborated on his creative process when making the Sonichu medallions for his buyers. Just to let everyone know why I estimate 2 weeks for a creation of a medal or more. First, I have to be in the mood and mindset for creation as best as I am able, or otherwise not busy with live details or chores and errands. Then I have to mold them according to my own specifications, including being able to fit into the 3.5-inch square boxes with cotton puddings per box. Then they all have to air dry overnight. Then I paint the details, let that dry, and then use a permanent ink fine point marker to handwrite my signature, open parentheses, C, close parentheses, and production number, followed by measuring the lengths of the neck straps from the longer leather strips, thread them through the rings of each medal as tie the 2 ends together. Then I print or photocopy the small square blank certificates, fill them each appropriately with their respective medal, and then laminate the certificates. And then there's the package wrapping, addressing, and shipping them out at my local USPS post office. Around then, I would add to the tracking numbers respectively as well. And with that, I'm making my promise now that from the first week's order amount, if over 30 medals, I will have them all ready to ship and ship them all on Friday the 27th. At around the same time, Christian was emailing Catherine about his plans for when they have sex. He informed her of his efforts in designing and testing a strap-on-like device without the dildo attached, so that he could keep his penis and testicles hidden as the pair perform tripodism, but his initial design failed to work as intended during testing.
What?
In the next email, Christian shared his experiences with trying out the dildo that came with a strap-on that he ordered. He tried to insert it along with a washcloth to clean out his rectum, but failed to do so. Soon after, he tried inserting it into himself in different ways while in his bathtub filled with water, but it merely caused him pain. He placed the dildo into a dresser drawer where he also stored his deflated woman's sex doll, which he hadn't used in months, since he felt that inanimate objects did not satisfy him as they did before. It was also possibly around this time that he replied to an email from Catherine concerning Chris's school papers that were stolen from his house and leaked onto the forums. he told her that he suspected the thief to have been a boy who lived across the street from him who hated the Chandlers. He described an event during which the neighbor's cat attacked Chris and Barbara with its claws, so they called for animal control, who came to pick up the cat and euthanized it. Ever since then, Chris alleged that the boy, along with his grandfather, have been plotting against him and claimed that they had bred a snake which they released into their cement front porch through a hole they had made themselves to attack the Chandlers. In addition, he thought that they were responsible for several eggings of their property and also for stealing Barbara's purse and a reproduction of a Salvador Dali painting. On September 23rd, Christian unveiled a new campaign on the crowdfunding site Kickstarter. In it, Chris asked for funds to build a Lego replica of his hypothetical Quickville shopping center, showing off a blueprint plan of the building he had made during his time in Piedmont, Virginia Community College. He wrote that he needed $5,000 in order to buy existing Lego sets, from which he would take necessary pieces in order to construct the shopping center. If backers pledged certain high amounts, they would get special rewards in return, as is customary on the website. However, all the pledged rewards consisted of sending the backers Lego-related merchandise, which was in violation of the terms of service of the website, which stated that the pledged gold rewards had to be original works made by the creator of the Kickstarter page. For the featured video to promote the campaign, he used his Lego Manchester High School video filmed in October 2013. Chris received some attention for this update, and seemingly attracted willing backers who contributed small amounts for his project. As per the website's rules, backers had 24 hours to retract their bids with no questions asked. Trolls, who used low-effort tactics, attempting to bother Chris and/or echoed the actions of past trolls, who are known as Weens, took advantage of this clause by donating large amounts to the fund before retracting their bids shortly after. Weens also backed the project using aliases such as past troll Clyde Cash and Japanese video game developer Hideo Kojima. On September 24th, Chris notified his Facebook followers that he had bought a used car, a 2010 Ford Focus, after he was approved a loan, and complained about his newly acquired insurance payments. He pleaded for more people to buy his framed drawings on eBay, as at the moment, he did not have enough money to ship out his commissioned medallions. He soon after posted some details about the new purchase, revealing that it was his mother's idea to buy a new vehicle, specifically wanting one with an automatic transmission. She had her eyes on a van, while Chris wanted the more sporty Ford Focus. It appeared that they were also going to buy a...
On the what? The more what?
Chris wanted the more sporty Ford Focus.
Oh, okay, the more sporty Ford Focus. Okay.
It appeared that they were also going to buy a van as well.
Sweet.
As a result of possible delays in sending medallions to buyers, a few users decided to file complaints to Christian's eBay account, effectively freezing their payments. One of these individuals, who became referred to as Mr. Smith, received many angry private messages on eBay. Chris demanded that he remove the case against him since it risked putting his PayPal account in debt, and would then have to pay overdraft fees. On the 26th, Chris informed his followers that he received more funds which enabled him to send out the medallions the following morning. He mentioned that he was still being troubled by Mr. Smith, exposing his real first name. He later posted one of his private messages to Mr. Smith on Facebook, asking people not to open any eBay cases against him. He also sent the same message to all individuals who had purchased a medallion from him on eBay. Soon, he updated his Facebook post with a comment stating that he would ship out the medallions of Mr. Smith and another person who had made a claim against him within the next 5 days. He shared both of their full names, hometowns, and their eBay usernames, and branded them as bullies. He promptly deleted it, though other people screenshotted it before it disappeared, and as a result, Mr. Smith received one prank call to his home phone. In response, Mr. Smith sent him a heated eBay message saying that he would be reporting Chris to eBay because his private information was publicly showcased. Chris calmly apologized for trolling him and wrote that he would send out his medallion the following day. Chris asked him to stop the chaos, even though Mr. Smith claimed that he spent an hour with eBay customer support regarding the issue. On September 27th, he issued an apology on Facebook for naming the people who had made cases against him. He added that he was very stressed at the time and still suffered from grief and stress that he feared could cause him to have a heart attack or a stroke. He admitted that it was wrong of him to do that and wished that people could forgive and forget his actions. Chris wrote to Mr. Smith that he was not only torturing an autistic individual by keeping his claim active, but also a lesbian and a transgender. He threatened to inform the HRC and autism facilities about his bullying and abuse. He pleaded for the attacks to stop since his medallion had already been shipped. The next day, Chris told his followers that he sent out over 10 medallions in addition to working on more commissions overnight. He stated that making claims against him would not make Chris produce the merchandise any faster and would only be a lose-lose situation for everyone involved. Also on that day, Christian emailed one Shayna Cohen, a troll playing the part of Catherine's friend. He asked her about her current condition after attending a bachelorette party, with Shayna informing him that after the party, she went to spend some time with one of the groomsmen, Colin, and that she still had her phone turned off. Christian replied, stating that even though he acknowledged that they were in an open relationship, he felt uneasy about Catherine breaking up with him because of Colin. Since he missed her greatly, he decided to send her a text message. Shayna told him that he didn't have to worry about Colin being inappropriate with her because he was a nice guy who came from a wealthy family, which only upset Chris more since he was most concerned about finances being the cause of their breakup. On September 29th, Shayna emailed Colin about what he had been doing with Catherine after finding out that she would spend the next few days in New York City. She also sent a copy of the email to Catherine and also to Christian, allegedly by accident, apologizing for the mistake in a follow-up email. Chris told her that he promised not to message Colin and asked if it was possible if Shayna could tell Colin to be repellent towards Catherine, since Chris worried so much about their relationship. Not long after, he rescinded his promise and decided to write Colin an email. You may or may not have heard of me from Catherine, or you don't know me, but Shayna and Rebecca know me. I'm Christian Weston Chandler of Ruckersville, Virginia, artist, crafter, creator of Sonichu and Rosechu, the Electric Hedgehog Pokemon, and my city of Quickville, Virginia, USA, with the comic book series, Websites Lost to Cyberbullies. I'm very famous worldwide for good and bad. Anyway, Catherine and I have been getting on knowing each other, growing mutual deep emotions, and fondness with mutual care and respect for over a month now. Recent events have her feeling off, and I really wish for her and mine relationship to be forever lasting. Your possible flirtatious actions and wealthy tricks with deceptions are not helpful in this situation, as I have a lot of worry and care and respect for her very much. Not only that, but I fully support her for the orientation she is, as well as the sweetest, kindest, and most true and pure soul that she is. I can only imagine that your cold, money-filled blue blood will not satisfy or fulfill her emotional needs. She and I are a great 95+% match from over the 1,000 questions we both have answered on our OkCupid profiles. You can never top that. If you have any shred of a heart or respect as a human being, I would deeply appreciate it if you would be repellent to Catherine and encourage her to stay with the one who can emotionally support her fully and utmost. Me. Thank you, and I will wish you a good and safe day for now. Colin sent a reply, taking his words as a veiled threat, and was not impressed with his attitude. Chris apologized for sounding threatening and told him that she was his sweetheart and feared that Colin was a women heartbreaking playboy with no regard for her, and demanded that he tell him and Shayna what he had been doing with Catherine. Colin wrote that if he wanted to talk to her, he should do so himself, since he was not Chris's messenger. Meanwhile, he notified Shayna of their interactions. She said that Colin was pissed at her for mistakenly sending that email to Chris, thusly revealing Colin's email address. He was equally pissed off with Chris for continuously bothering him and sending him threats. Christian royally apologized for his actions, debating whether his heart was in the right place or if he was dumb and retarded. At around the same time, Kickstarter notified Christian that his campaign did not meet their criteria, stating that his page would be suspended in 48 hours. He acknowledged that the issue was with the pledge goal rewards being seen as resold merchandise, and would instead consider custom engraving Lego bricks for anyone who donated $50 or more, or having their name placed on bricks in the final Quickville shopping center model. Ultimately, he abandoned the Kickstarter and his project, as his last recorded login to the site was on October 4th, 2014. By the end of September, the first batch of medallions got delivered to their owners, some of whom chose to share what they received on the Quickie forums. They all featured miniature certificates of authenticity with handwritten signatures, dates of completion, and individual numbers for each medallion issued. Medallion number 19, however, the one made for Mr. Smith, was made differently. Sonichu's eyes were colored orange-red, rather than white. He had a frown instead of a smile, and his eyebrows were angled at a scornful angle. Furthermore, his certificate of authenticity had significant ink smudging on it. Mr. Smith was personally rather amused by this delivery, but decided to use the opportunity to further antagonize Chris by making another claim against him on eBay, stating that the product he received was not what he had purchased. Chris wrote back, "I did not send you the wrong medallion. I purposely molded, drew, and colored it to be angry at you for your constant stubborn attitude and bullying, and you are certainly bucking up to be worthy of my own anger as well. Accurate item, made custom just for you, Smith." He also shared on Facebook the reasoning behind the existence of the angry-faced Sonichu medallion. While Christian's efforts at using his own infamy to generate extra income seemed like a wise idea, his execution of it had many faults, which included a failure to keep up with demands, and a pricing plan which reflected his perceived infamous reputation. In his struggles to help his family's financial situation, he was faced with some difficult truths about life, accountability, and responsibility.
Sheesh. Ladies and gentlemen, that is part 41 that we just tore down. 40 and 41, laying down miles. That means next week we'll be going over the literal halfway point, because doing episode 42 and 43, and there's 85 parts to this series. So yeah, we'll officially go over the halfway point tomorrow or next week. That'll be sick. That's gonna be sick. Guys, we did it. We killed it. We got through it. As always, we're going to kill the stream on a ripper. It's the way we always take the streams out of here. I appreciate you guys riding this out with me today. This was a good one. I said just laying down miles. 43, I say it is. Yeah, I know. Yep, next week we'll get episode 42 and 43. I know. No, you're good, Trouble One. You're good. It is what it is. Work comes first, responsibilities come first. That's where I'm about to get off to, because I got to go pick up my son here in just a minute. Let me get the right one. Anyways, guys, thank you again for being here. I appreciate the love and support, watching this shit with me, watching these cows. The donos, the memberships, I love it all. I appreciate it so very, very much. There will be videos coming out this week. I'll be right back to it. Just who knows what I'm be covering, because there's not tons of new stuff, which that's okay. With Cyrax, we can go through and we can watch some classic videos. Who knows? Maybe we'll watch some like freak out videos, or I don't know. But there will be some The Goblin at Lloyd Street videos coming out this week. And episode 200, it is very, very close. Keep your eyes out for that. That all being said, come follow me on TikTok. I am your favorite SA1020. That being said, let's call this bitch a wrap. Let's take a ripper, call it a wrap. You guys know what fucking time it is. Let's go. Appreciate you bitches for being here. I will see you all soon.